Hey there, Shrine Runners! Hello, and welcome to Fox Shrine. I'm Araxis, your host, and tonight we're going to be playing some more Limbus Company. Hey there, Ada. Hey, Kura. Hey, Sophie. Welcome. Hope you're all doing all right. I'm mostly doing well. Had a good day yesterday. I had a little bit of an annoying day today, if only because I got called into work, which sort of like threw off my my schedule a little bit. Yeah, at least I got paid a little bit extra in terms of like, we know that you're going to arrive late, but you're getting paid from when we gave you the call. So at least there's that. Yeah, at least I got the sleep in versus a normal work day as well. So take your victories where you can, right? Yeah, we're about to do some more Limbus Company. And after that big ol' canto there with Moby Dick and Ishmael and Ahab and Queequeg and all that, we're in for something a little bit more light-hearted today, which is good. We are going to be doing the Miracle in District 20. It's a Christmas episode, everyone. There's Christmas in the city. Kinda. Sorta. You'll see. Alright, let's get into it, shall we? Alright. As per usual, do let me know if there are any issues with the audio or video, and we'll get things underway. Although there is going to be a little mini episode over here just beforehand. So we'll do that one first, and then we'll get into the Intervallo. Alright? I don't think this one's voiced, so we're probably going to be putting on like silly voices for people. Oh yeah, that was a scene right there. It's been a long while since I was able to relax like this, all alone in my room, with not a concern in my mind. Maybe it's because a heavy burden had been lifted from my heart. I told the sinners that we should take a day off or so in our respective rooms. After what happened, he deserved a good rest. A big part of that decision was also to relieve Yi-sang of his seasickness for at least a day. I don't think the sinners' rooms sway with the waves, which is definitely good considering. We're still a ways away from getting out of the Great Lake. I thought it would be a good idea to have a day like this where we could just sit and relax. Of course, this wasn't like a real vacation or anything. If anything were to happen, this little time off would be over just like that. Like that eardrum-tearing siren of Mephistopheles, that always finds the worst times to go off, for example. Oh. Yeah. I had a feeling that something like this was going to happen. I'm not even upset at this point. I'm awake! Yep, I'm awake, absolutely, I promise.
이번에는 진짜 쓸모 있는 알람이어야 할 거다.
Oh, looks like this mini episode is voiced. Alright, no silly voices today.
어차피 방 안에서 할 것도 없지 않았는가? 히스클리프 군도 틀어박혀 있기만 해선 재미없을 터.
나도 사색이란 걸 즐기는 사람이라고.
그랬는가?
Don't act so shocked at Heathcliff. He can be... He may look uncouth, but like deep inside, he actually is uncouth.
시계 대가리. 당분간 누구 살릴 일도 없는데 오늘 하루만 1인분 돌려라. 괜찮지?
Aren't you going to ask Virgilius for permission too?
열받네.
I think I'm starting to get a handle on how to manage Heathcliff.
잘 되었군요, 히스클리프. 이번에는 쓸모가 있는 알람이었던 것 같습니다.
Then...
네, 거울 던전 쪽에서 문의 변화가 유의미하게 일어난 것 같습니다. 단테, 제안해주신 휴식은
Yeah, I know. Knew something like this was going to happen anyway.
그렇군요. 그럼 변화가 감지된 곳으로 이동하도록 하겠습니다.
There was something odd about the way Faust and Vigilius were looking at me, but I was too busy to worry about the two of them. I had to somehow convince the sinners, who had their long-awaited proper break taken away from them as soon as it had started, to get to work. Vigilius is very tired of this nonsense, absolutely, Oguna. Hope you're doing alright, by the way.
또 막혀있던 곳에 새로운 문이 생겼군.
이번엔 문이 좀 푸르스름하네요.
원래 있던 문들은 어디 갔죠? 이런 색은 아니었던 것 같은데.
Door did look a bit blue this time. Looks like every new mirror dungeon door will have a different design. And disappear from time to time, I guess. Yeah, that's correct, Oguna. Thankfully, in Limbus Company, unlike a lot of other gacha games, it doesn't have all the other FOMO of missing like story events. So even though like the mirror dungeon has been updated since, it's still got the little story intersections to introduce them. So you still got that. It doesn't matter that the mirror dungeon of the lake is no longer around because it basically got upgraded to the current mirror dungeon. So no issues. I can hear rolling waves from the other side, I think.
단말에서 넘어온 정보에 따르면 이번 뒷문의 변화로 발생한 신규 공간을 호수의 거울로 호칭하기로 정한 것 같군요.
Yeah, Mirror of the Lake. Yeah. Ishmael's eyebrows twitched.
저번에 이상 씨 때도 그렇고 무작위로 이런 새로운 공간이 만들어진다고 하기에는 굉장히 수감자 친화적인 변화네요. 파우스트 씨.
메피스토 팰레스의 엔진은 황금가지가 수복될 때마다 감응하도록 설계되어 있습니다. 버스의 뒷문 역시 엔진의 힘을 통해 만들어진 것. 황금가지와 직접적인 연관이 있었던 수감자들의 사건에 영향을 받는 것도 무리는 아니겠죠.
그 말은 앞으로 다른 황금가지를 회수할 때마다 새로운 공간이 만들어지는 건 확정적이라는 뜻이겠네요.
확률은 높습니다.
그렇군요. 네, 설명해줘서 고맙네요.
Ishmael's willingness to sharply and boldly question all things suspicious did not change at all, but... or maybe she just didn't like the fact that the word lake was even being brought up. After the events at the Great Lake, maybe she was starting to take care not to be as blunt and scathing towards her fellow sinners. Well, not more than necessary, anyway. Heard something about the backdoor corridor being the rings. I've not heard anything about that. That's good. I'm relieved.
잠시. 문제가 하나 더 있다.
말씀하시죠.
황금가지는 분명 회수 후 LCCA를 통해 본사로 이송된다고 들었다. 이 자리에 존재하지도 않는 것이 그런 영향을 끼칠 수 있는 건가?
그 질문에 대답하기 위해서는 조금 긴 시간을 필요로 할 것 같네요.
상관없다.
Wait, Otis? How about we try to wrap this up as quickly as we can? Yeah, he looks like he's about to hurl. We better get to someplace that's not constantly swaying. These songs really not having a good time out here.
짧지 않은 휴식을 갖는다 하여 약을 먹지 않았어. 미안하오.
결론만 듣지.
요약하자면 황금가지는 수복 후 본사에 이송되어 특정 절차를 거쳐 조율을 하게 됩니다. 조율 과정이 마무리되면 메피스토펠레스의 엔진과 황금가지가 내보내는 파장이 맞물려 공명을 일으키게 되죠. 관리자의 머리에 있는 황금가지와도 함께.
That's how it works.
그 과정이 관리자님께 해를 끼치지는 않는 건가?
네, 뭐 보셔오셨다시피.
일단 회수하면 반응하는 건가? 알았다.
저기 이제 지루하게 설명 듣는 시간은 끝난 거야?
빨강.
LCB casually carrying the entirety of Limbus Company.
아, 빨리 강의는 끝내라고.
About this dungeon. We have to enter it now, don't we? It felt like I was going back on my promise after telling everyone that we could relax. I didn't like this one bit. But I think I already knew what Faust was going to say.
파우스트는 가능한 빠르게 새로운 공간을 탐색할 것을 권장해드리고 싶습니다. 데우스에서 육지로 돌아갈 때까지의 시간이 남았고 특별히 해야 할 일도 없는 상황에선 거울 던전에서의 자원 확보와 성장이 적절한 활동이 될 테니.
관리자님, 말씀하신 것을 번복하는 일이 마음에 들지는 않으실 수 있겠지만 저희의 남은 여정을 고려해 보았을 때 이 새로운 공간에서 얻을 수 있는 자원과 전투 경험은 게을리하기 어려운 것들이라고 사료됩니다.
I nodded affirmatively. Sinners each began grumbling and aired their woes, but they still prepared to head into the dungeons once again. Thus, entered the newly formed door. Alright. Yeah, so done that. And let's get into the actual meat of this stream now, shall we? Miracle in District 20. I suppose I should ask, do we want to do hard mode or normal mode? It's not really going to affect anything except the difficulty. So I figure I'll just ask people if they want the battles to take longer or not, I guess. Not that there's any battle at the start, so we'll just go straight into that and you can talk and chat. As our voyage on the Great Lake extends, list of things to keep the sinners entertained grows ever smaller. Yeah, I figured normal probably makes the most sense. In a way, it sounds like a serious problem, but...
뭐 재미있는...
있는 일 따윈 없다. 30번째 똑같은 말을 하는 것도 재주군. 혹시 말을 한 뒤에 곧바로 까먹기라도 하는 거라면
People are getting a little bit of cabin fever.
정확히는 28번째. 30번이 채워지면 후두보에 손상이 있던 건 아닌지 확인하려던 참이었다.
안다고 알아. 얼마나 지루하면 내가 이러겠어. 할 게 없으니까 이러지. 100개만 게임도 이제 질렸다고.
Have you tried playing chess? How about a nice game of thermonuclear warfare?
잘 됐네. 그러면 이 갈매기 밥 주는 거랑 꼬박꼬박 해줘. 너희들이 다 질려서 내가 돈 못하고 있잖아.
그러게. 어차피 호수를 벗어나면 원래 살던 곳으로 돌려보낼 거면서 왜 그렇게 정을 붙인 거예요?
Oh yeah, Merso is getting a very good ID, it looks like. Though Ishmael fans and the Jichun fans are a little bit unhappy with the ID there, unfortunately. We'll see how Merso fans go.
아, 출근하잖아.
눈빛이 좀
그냥 갈매기의 눈빛인데요.
Let him be friends with the seagull, alright? It was abundantly clear that the sinners were starting to slowly expire from sheer boredom. Well, not really a problem that has a solution. I had zero interesting stories to tell, considering that I'm an amnesiac, so all I could do was sit here and watch the sinners suffer. Putting them through the daily trials of the mirror dungeons wasn't the most exciting activity either. Speaking of which, Heathcliff appears to be the one least affected by this mess. But not that he was all calm and aloof, that is. I'd say he's anxious.
저기 베르길리우스.
No. More dots. A frosty silence descended upon the sinners. And the source of that frost was the inexplicable event that played out before their eyes.
히스클리프? 미쳤나요? 드디어?
I'm sure it's fine, right? Virgilius seems like such a caring man.
면담의 부작용인가? 겁대가리 상실증 그런 거야?
Heathcliff.
좀 다물어봐. 미친 것도 아니고 그때가리 사라진 것도 아니니까.
제법이군, 히스클리프. 이 기행을 지나오면서 지금 이 순간만큼 놀라운 일은 드물었는데.
Don definitely fucked up there. Although, like, I do praise Don for acting, even if it caused us problems. So many problems.
말해, 왜 나를 불렀지?
뭐야. 다음으로 가는 건 T사 맞지?
Alright, so we're going to get a little bit of introduction to what's going to be awaiting us when we get to the next canto. It's going to take us a little while to get there because I'll be reverting to my normal schedule from next week. Yeah, if you're familiar with Wuthering Heights, that's what's awaiting us.
내가 굳이 대답해야 하나?
당신 알잖아. 내가 왜 이러는지.
뭐 조급해하지 않아도 된다. 이놈이나 저놈이나 그걸 잘 못하는 것 같지만 흐름대로라면 네 약속에 늦는 일은 결코 없을 테니.
Since I had no context for any of that, all I could do was sit here and watch as Heathcliff scratched the back of his head. I'm still out of the loop, but Cliff must be really anxious about something if he's willing to talk to Virgilius first. After all that...
아니, 약속보다 중요한 게...
Heathcliff turned around to face us.
야, 너네들 중에 혹시 뭐 T사랑 관련된 놈 손 좀 들어봐.
Dots.
손 들었어. 알다시피 과거에 T사에 잠시 살았던 적은 있소만.
아니, 당신은 지나왔잖아.
Heathcliff realizing it's his turn.
그럼 역시 곧 있으면. 하지만 아직도 이 정신 나간 호수 한가운데가. 시계 대가리. 지금이 며칠이더라?
Why, sir, it's Christmas Day. How would I know?
뭐? 시계 달고 있는데 왜 날짜를 몰라?
Do you see a date on this clock? You just see hands, okay? But clocks and calendars are completely different things.
아우 히스 한숨만 벌써 30번째야. 버스 바닥 좀 확인해봐. 쟤 때문에 움푹 파였을 것 같으니까.
말해요, 히스클리프. 그쪽의 차례가 온 거죠? 무엇이 됐든 준비가 필요한 거고요.
이 정도면 뭐 숨길 것도 없겠네.
After some time,
그러니까 요약하자면 아무래도 이스마엘 다음은 히스클레프 차례인 것 같고 그 근거가 될 만한 물건을 저번 면담 때 베르길리우스에게 전달받았고 그 물건에 의하면 T사에 갈 때 멋지게 차려입을 옷이나 꾸미는 작업이 필요한데
and that's why he wanted the hair coupon.
계속 호수에 떠 있으니까 마음이 초조해져서 대체 어떻게 해야 할지 모르겠다는 거군요.
그래, 그러니까
근데 아니 그건 뭐 육지에 내리거나 해야 해결할 수 있는 일 아닌가?
아우 뭘 그런 걸 가지고 얼을 타고 있어. 히스 육지에만 내리면 그런 건 내가 도와줄 테니까 걱정하지 말라고.
Trust Roger with this. He's got you.
애초에 육지에 언제 내릴 줄 알고.
단테, 수감자들의 예정된 업무 시간에 도달했습니다.
Huh? Oh yeah. I hereby confirm today's close of business for the sitters. I reflexively said my usual routine piece as the light alarm played.
뭐 별일도 아니었.
비가 낭자한 단막극이라도 볼 수 있을 줄 알았건만.
뭐 대드는 게 아니었다는 건 다행이네요.
The sinners each got up from their seats, yawned and stretched, and one by one disappeared into the back door. Yep, dance to the music.
시계 대가리에 대가리만 없는 게 아니라 눈치도 없었던 거냐?
That was just a reflex. Sorry. Gregor isn't completely wrong, is he?
말이라도 좀.
Vigilius and Charon also walked into the back door, mocking grins on their faces. And I was left alone in the ship's cabin, standing awkwardly next to a severely crestfallen Heathcliff. Wait. There was another.
히스클리프군!
넌 왜 여기 남아 있냐? 가서 T사에서만 만날 수 있다는 해결사 나으리들에 대해 떠들러 가야지.
그런 거야 나중에 해도 충분하오. 그보다 히스클리프군 내게 잘 보이는 것이 좋을 거요.
I'd have to review what the April Fool's music was. But I do like how, despite being a serious game, they've got some good, like, comedic music choices as well.
이게 뭐라고?
잠시만! 이야기가 안 끝났어! 관리자 나리와 이리로 조용히 오게나.
I'm sensing a zany scheme coming on! Don Quixote wore a confident smile. He slowly, gingerly walked over, presently and temporarily vacant Charon's seat, and whispered ever so silently to us.
내게 기가 막힐 수가 있다네.
Yep, zany scheme! Could always trust Don to liven things up. a tempting offer.
그래서 기가 막힌 수라는 건 뭐냐?
I have a cunning plan, my lord. I have a cunning plan, Manager Esquire. I don't think there were words in this world. I don't think there were words in this world expressive enough to describe that look on Heathcliff's face. I was certain that he had very scant expectations for Don Quixote and her plans, but there was this sliver of hope in his face that maybe, just maybe, Don Quixote might rise to the occasion for once. Is it a plan as cunning as a fox that studied cunning plans at Cunningham University? It's as cunning as if you pinned a weasel mustache on a fox and named him Cunningham. It was unclear whether Heathcliff's internal struggle mattered much to Don Quixote. However, he began excitedly describing her plan.
히스클리프군, 그대는 제 번째 협회 출신인 아주 옛날에 존재했던 전설의 해결사 붉은 주머니를 아시는가?
Devyat Association being essentially the armed postal service. They will deliver your package, hell or high water, no matter what bandits are in their way, and on time, otherwise they will explode the postal worker for failing to deliver it. Amazon Work Simulator, right?
붉은... 뭐... 베르길리우스 같은 그런 거냐?
붉은 주머니는 조수인 사슴맨과 함께 도시 곳곳을 누비며 어떠한 가혹함이 있는 곳이더라도 반드시 배달 업무를 해냈다고 전해지네. 특히 크리스마스엔 어떤 대가도 받지 않고 도시의 착한 아이들에게 선물을 나누어 줬다고 하지. 해결사 잡지에서 매년 겨울의 표지로 등장하시는 분이건만 어찌 모르는가?
Don Quixote asked, sounding genuinely shocked to learn that Heathcliff did not know of this red sack. We're gonna hunt the Sandy Claws? Quite! Or we'll at least hear Don Quixote's cunning plan, at least.
내가 그런 걸 왜 보냐?
어허! 그런 거라니! 관리자 나리, 그대는 들어보았겠지?
I knocked on my ticking clock head. I didn't really feel the need to spell it out for her.
결국 아무도 구독하지 않았단 말인가? 그렇게 부르짖으며 자네들에게 열심히 홍보했건만. 아무튼 중요한 건 우리 히스클리프 군이 누구에게도 꿀리지 않을 빼어나고 멋들어진 단장을 해야 한다는 점 아니겠는가?
이제야 이야기가 본론으로 들어가네. 계속해봐.
본인은 아주 잘 알고 있네. 그 꽃단장을 참고할 최고의 롤 모델이 바로 붉은 주머니와 조수 사슴맨의 복장이란 걸.
You should dress up as Santa Claus. I love Don's theatrics so much as well. Like, she is just a little gremlin, and I love her. And let nothing bad ever happen to her. Ever. I've been reading the actual book Don Quixote, and it's really funny. I definitely recommend it to people. And Don Quixote in the book is an absolute menace as well. Even though obviously in the book he is a middle-aged farmer who's gotten too much into books of chivalry. To the point that everyone considers him mad. Nothing bad ever happened to her ever. Thank you, Oguna, for reassuring me.
아, 느낌 싸한데.
I wouldn't say that. He's like the best way to refer to Don Quixote in modern anime parlance would be he's a chunibyo. Except instead of it being like a middle school syndrome, he is, like, as I said, middle-aged. So it's like a midlife crisis sort of dealio. Ichiban, yeah, from Yakuza, a little bit like that. Oh yeah, 100% a weeb for medieval times. It's funny because at one part I'm at right now, like Sancho's going on at him like, how can you just declare yourself mad? Like, you've got no reason to go mad. And he's like, no, see, this is genius. Like, I can show my devotion because like all these chivalric heroes go mad for a reason. I'm going mad for no reason at all, which means that I am the best, essentially. Oh, done. Respect my waifu or else, 100%. How dare you? I have beaten you in combat. You must go to my lovely Dulcinea and declare her the most beautiful in all the land.
그 석양의 어쩌고들 같이 괴상한 옷을 입은 거 아니냐?
전혀 괴상하지 않네. 그리고 석양의 해결사 코스프레를 해주지도 않았으면서 어떻게 그리 말할 수 있는가? 제대로 입어보지도 않고 그런 말을 하면 안 되는 것이란 말이네.
I really like in the April Fools like episode that sort of came out like that in April when Don Quixote ended up in Faust's body and like she was just like, you know what, this is awesome. I can cosplay like different characters now.
되게 거들먹거리길래 혹시나 했는데 또 그놈의 해결사 어쩌고 하는 헛소리냐? 지금은 그럴 힘도 없으니까 일단 5대 달아놔라.
Oh, and there is so much violence in Don Quixote as well, as like people are just like bashing each other, Three Stooges style, except even more violently. When the sliver of hope on Heathcliff's face was beginning to rapidly fade.
지금까지 보아온 해결사들은 어떠했는가?
뭐?
해결사들이 우스꽝스러웠는가? 떠올리시게 오히려 멋지고 정돈된 차림이 아니었는가? 눈과 마음을 열고 단호하게 말해보시게.
K사에서 봤던 그 쫄쫄이는 다시 생각해도 웃긴데?
아니! 지그프리트 씨는 우습지 않소. 그 코스튬 멋있잖소. 그 소재에 대해 말하자면
Don not pleased at all. Oh boy. You've set her off, okay? This is on you, Heathcliff.
실례했소. 에이? 돌아오시오, 히스클리프군! 네, 아직 말이 안 끝났단 말이오!
오늘따라 왜 이렇게 팔팔한 거야?
Siegfried slander shan't be tolerated. I mean, Siegfried is basically a corporate superhero. Similar to like Captain Amazing and Mystery Men, or like in Tiger and Bunny, how they're getting like sponsorships, or what's the possibly like in The Boys as well, with the other superheroes in that, with the corporation.
물론 지크프리트 씨 같은 스페셜한 분도 있지만 대부분의 해결사는 멋있게 차려입고 무엇보다 고귀하지 않았는가?
고기? 그건 잘 모르겠고 그럴싸한 옷을 입고 있는 사람도 있었던 것 같기도.
바로 그거요. 본인을 잘 따라와주기만 한다면 그들의 멋있는 복장을 그대로 재현할 수 있어.
그 그런가? 에이, 젠장. 반박하려고 해도 내가 옷이나 꾸미는 거에 대해 뭘 알아야지.
Oh no, Don's turned Heathcliff to Sancho.
그래서 그런 옷들을 어디서 구하는데? 솔직히 아까 다른 놈들이 말한 대로 육지에 가기 전에 뭘 구하기도 어렵잖아.
본인이 다 그것까지 생각하여 말하는 것이네. 어제 이 버스 안에 경보가 울렸던 것을 기억하는가?
Now that I think about it, there was a siren yesterday. It went off not long before I announced the close of business for the day. That never taught Heathcliff not to be how to be drippy. But Faust said that backdoor volatility wasn't anything for us to worry about.
본인은 궁금했네. 도당체 파우스트군은 무엇을 보고 그렇게 판단하는지. 그래서 다들 뒷문으로 들어가려 소란스러울 때 조심스럽고도 은밀히 이 몸 홀로 앞으로 나아가 그 화면을 들여다보고 말았지.
So, you took a peek at the screen.
그 복잡한 기호들을 네가 알아먹을 수 있다고?
본인도 알아챌 것이라는 생각을 갖고 들여다본 것은 아니었다만 거기에 있었던 문양은 의외로 추측하기 쉽더군. 바로 붉은 주머니와 사슴맨의 상징, 그리고 멋들어진 옷을 의미하는 문양이 있었던 게지.
그렇게 간단할 리가.
Yeah, no, it can't be that simple. I agreed with Heathcliff. However, Don Quixote remained enthusiastic as ever, as though she was already expecting him to say that.
알고 있는가? 뒷문 안에 있는 무수한 문들에는 문양이 종종 나타난다는 것을.
뭐?
쉬러 갈 때마다, 지나칠 때마다, 생각날 때마다 본인은 그걸 유심히 지켜보았지. 그리고 바로 어제 그 화면에 나타났던 문양과 완전히 같은 것이 있는 문을 복도에서 찾았네.
Don Quixote, you didn't.
미안하네, 관리자나리. 본인에게 잘못이 있다면 이 끓어오르는 모험 기질을 죽이지 못한 것일 테지. 하지만 그 문을 아주 잠깐, 아주 살짝만 열고 내부를 관찰했을 때 본인의 모든 추리와 추측이 맞아떨어졌다는 말을 듣는다면 정상 참작을 부탁할 수 있지 않겠는가?
대체 이 새끼는 하지 말라는 걸 왜 자꾸 하는 거야?
You muppet. You absolute donkey. Right, Heathcliff. I just don't understand why some people keep doing things that everyone tells them not to. I remember when Heathcliff ignored all warnings and went into the restricted areas past the area of the corridor that we're allowed to see. To use, rather. We almost lost Heathcliff that day. It was a tad different this time, however. Back then, Heathcliff had no idea what was beyond that door. And this time, we do. Are you suggesting that we call everyone over to explore that place?
아니, 우리 셋으로 족하지 않겠는가? 셋이면 딱 적당하다네. 모든 이야기는 항상 셋에서 시작하지.
You're just scared of consultation, aren't you?
무슨 소린지 모르겠군.
The answer to this predicament was right there. Tell them that it's too dangerous and shove them back into their respective rooms to rest up for tomorrow. What request is that, Oguna?
관리자 나리, 그 안은 정말 평화로운 것 같아 보였어.
Run the she. I'll see if I've got them leveled up then.
우리는 그저 히스클리프 군이 입으로 몇 벌을 가지고 나오면 그만일 뿐이지 않은가?
It was obvious that Don Quixote wasn't helping Heathcliff out of the pure kindness of her heart. Maybe she hungered for an adventure. Maybe she thought that she might be able to do that cosplay of the fixers she so admired. But if we can find Heathcliff some nice clothes to put his heart at ease, then... maybe I can do something about this before things get out of control. Like I did last time, when I just let the sinner's anxiety stew and exacerbate. Fine. But we're turning around at the first sign of danger.
진심으로 하는 말이냐?
Come on. You were willing to do it if it meant that you could pick up some clothes.
뭐 시계 대가리까지 붙으면 괜찮겠지.
잘 결정했어. 그럼 오늘 밤 관리자 나리의 방문 앞에서 우리가 문을 똑똑똑똑 하고 두들기면 나리께서는 암으로
들어가라.
I really hope this won't be a waste of time. We agreed on a precise time before returning to our respective rooms. Alright. So, we'll do the pre-battle. A dark, silent night. All are sound asleep.
모두 모였는가?
가서 별거 없기만 해봐.
한치의 거짓도 없다네. 자, 이쪽으로.
Quietly and stealthily followed Don Quixote, taking care to not make a noise. Harebrained scheme time! Indeed. I thought we were talking about the game developer company, Harebrained Scheme. They're one of my favorite game dev companies. Having made the Shadowrun games and BattleTech as well. Those I really enjoyed. Let me play some more BattleTech. I really wish I didn't get so screwed over by Paradox with being able to make more Shadowrun or BattleTech games. Are we really crossing this line?
아이씨, 내가 이거 넘었다가 어떻게 된 줄 모르냐?
본인은 다르네. 그저 이 선 넘어 오른쪽 복도를 조금만 따라가서 바로 앞에 있는 문을 열기만 하면.
So, these are the symbols she was talking about. Past the door, through the window, symbols Don Quixote mentioned shimmered. Symbols that seemed to indicate a sack, a wrap present, and what appeared to represent fancy clothes. Hey, Guardrobe. Video game's going pretty good. Just doing some of District 20 for I haven't streamed it before. Hope you're doing alright. So, there the red sack and the reindeer man symbol?
바로 그렇네.
Yeah, the Christmas chapter indeed. Fair enough. I think it's a nice quick little detour with some comedy, so I like it.
다른 건 몰라도 네 녀석이 이런 걸 헷갈릴 리는 없겠지. 연다?
Huh? Hold on. Before I even had the chance to stop it, Heathcliff barged into the door. And we found ourselves almost getting dragged in by his sheer fervor.
오.
We found ourselves in a rather sizable room. This place was decorated with numerous Christmas-themed ornaments. Warm, cozy lighting reflected off the wooden flooring. A maze of conveyor belts were installed all over the place. Places. I still don't have Ringsang. A factory?
그러하네.
저것들은 또 뭐냐? 조그마한 꼬맹이 같은 게...
이보게! 이 돈키호테가 왔네!
이 새끼 뭐 하는 거야?
The little figures Heathcliff indicated didn't exactly look like children. They all froze for a moment before turning in our direction. They weren't humans, that's for sure.
아, 가만히 있어 보게. 본인이 다 이야기해둔 것들이 있다네.
What happened to the sneakiest of peaks?
야, 시계 대가리. 뭐가 온다.
A small, but larger than others around it figure scurried over and stood before us.
아이고, 돈키호테 나으리가 오셨음. 이번에도 예상하지 못했던 곳에서 갑자기 뿅 나왔음.
Project Moon livestream is, yeah, it's coming out soon, that's for sure. I imagine it being in 10 hours. That's not a good time for Korea. Who's this, Don Quixote?
우리에게 멋진 선물을 주실 분일세.
The night talk is spreading. 22 hours sounds more accurate considering their other times. He rubbed his hands, or what I assumed to be hands together, looked up at us, and started.
반갑숨. 돈키호테 나으리의 친구 되시는 분들인가 보. 저는 도도루라고 하옴. 이 선물 공장에서 선물을 만드는 일을 하는 놈이움.
Unknown?
그렇네. 놈일세.
Was that supposed to be obvious? What are gnomes anyway? So, they're not humans, right?
그렇소. 이들은 사람이 아니라 놈이니까 말이오.
그렇다움. 인간은 아닌 것이움. 매우.
도시엔 인간만 있을 수 있다고 들었던 것 같은데.
Heathcliff making the an important observation there. They're not abnormalities or distortions either. They're something else.
도시? 역시나.
Thinking about it, it's a bit funny when you realize that Limbus characters were just doing their shit during Lobthorpe. Are we trying to manage a facility while Ahab and background really wanted to kill that fucking whale? That sounds about right there, Flower. Also, hi, hope you're doing alright. And also, don't forget that characters like Gregor and Otis were involved in the Smoke War, which led to the founding of Lobotomy Corp as well. So they were 100% doing their own thing. Sinclair probably in primary school or something though. I don't know. Maybe not primary school, maybe high school. Whatever.
뭐 사람인지 아닌지가 중요하겠는가? 중요한 건 어떤 마음으로 어떤 일을 하는가일세.
I am fucking Suts. He is horrible. Roland, Gregor, and Otis probably all have some level of PTSD. Absolutely. That's just what happens, right? Who knows? Maybe we'll get a visual novel one day where we get to have a dating sim in the city, right? And it'll be all sorts of messed up. Oh. I sort of hate making that joke though, because like everyone makes that joke about visual novels being dating sims set in high schools when that's obviously not the case. But it would be interesting. Like, I would very much like to see some of the other things that like essentially civilians get up to in the city, because like we see all of the worst things, right? There's gotta be some stuff out there that people are able to like live their lives, like have kids, grow old and die, right? Because otherwise everything would fall apart, right? I know. Carmen and Iron deserve each other.
맞는 말씀이용 나으리.
Didn't that Dodoru gnome say something weird about the city just now?
나만 그렇게 느낀 거 아니지?
Absolutely sure that when she asked to continue her ideas, she didn't want that. I mean, considering the voice is Carmen, and when we sort of see Carmen from Roland's perspective, she definitely seems a bit more like a cult leader. We'd have to see like what sort of ideas she had at least. Yep, no problem, Sophie. Thank you very much for joining me on my adventures. All the best with your own adventures. Fare thee well. And yeah, like, Iron definitely sort of, like, got inspired after he killed... Well, not killed, but, like, after taking the severely injured Garion and extracting her brain, the way to become a wing, and organized everything from then on. I recently watched The Fountain, which is a movie about a man dealing with mortality, essentially, and in particular the mortality of his partner. And like the lengths and efforts that he went through, despite her essentially being fine with her own mortality. And yeah, that's definitely something. Like, I definitely get some Iron vibes from him there. I think my Iron is worse for you than Carmen. Carmen doing shit while being magic space voice. Iron did it all while human. And we would have to see what Carmen would have done if she didn't kill herself. It could be that she approves of everything that Iron did. I don't know. We would... who knows, maybe we'll find out someday.
그보다움.
This Dodoru cut in on our conversation. Iron's timeline, faithfully following Carmen, Michelle snitching, looking at Afton. Not familiar with Afton. Helping dead friends. Also, you left out the important thing here. Abusing his robot daughter. That's the important thing you have to take into account there. That one definitely fucked with his plans. Angela did nothing wrong.
친구분들께서는 원하시는 선물이 있으신지요? 이를테면 멋진 옷이라던가 강력한 무기라던가 맛있는 과자도 있다옴.
멋진 옷? 있는 거냐?
관심 가는 게 있으신 거였나 봄? 자자자자, 그럼 잠시 이쪽으로.
The gnome said something about introducing us to the reception hall and led us to a certain room with his scurrying gait. This seems more like a storage space than a reception hall.
여기 따뜻한 벽난로도 있고 탁자도 있고 참으로 따뜻하고 아늑한 공간이로군.
Yeah, like I'm definitely not denying that there is quite possibly Carmen broke after everything that happened. Considering she killed herself, like, was probably already broken then. So I'm interested to know again, like how things might have gone had she not, or yeah, it's a little bit vague, shall we say? Which I think is interesting. Like, we don't have all the answers there, so we can make all of these theories about this. Iron definitely broke as well, though. Let's not forget that, though. He just broke in a different way.
거기에 더해 맛있는 다과도 준비해 두었음.
Again, not defending Iron. I fucking hate Iron. He is terrible.
조금만 기다리시면 금방 원하시는 선물을 가져다 드리겠습니다.
Alright, so got our ad break at the moment. So we will pause the game here for a few minutes and we will return. So use this chance to go to the bathroom, grab a drink, and yeah, see you shortly, okay? Alright, we are back. Let's get back into some Limbus company, alright? The gnome bowed, opened the door, and scuttled out of the room. Reception hall's usually this barren, They are both in God's space like Gaster, so... I've never been in one before, so I have no idea if this was what they were supposed to look like. I have to ask. Especially because it was starting to get pretty obvious, even with my rather limited experience, that there was something off about this whole situation.
요새는 이런 감성도 유행이라는 말을 들은 것 같소.
나도 들은 적 있어. 뭐 공사 하다가 만 것 같은 곳에 대충 물건 몇 개 쌓아두는 게 더 인기가 있다던데.
Does Lei remind me of Akiyama? Which Akiyama are we talking about? Is that what this is?
관리자 나리는 마음 놓으시게. 본인이 책임지고 멋진 선물을 받아낼 것이니.
여차하면 들고 나를 수도 있을 거고 슬쩍 보니 번쩍번쩍한 게 고급스러운 물건들을 포장하는 것 같았다고.
도둑질은 안 돼요. 벌써 헤어 쿠폰 데이를 잊었는가?
알았어.
Heathcliff was as foul-mouthed as always, but it was evident from his relaxing expression that his anxiety was starting to ease. Maybe the fact that we're here, about to find what we're looking for, was a comforting thought. Which Akiyama are you talking about, is what I'm asking. Like, I don't know any Akiyamas off the top of my head, at least. Heathcliff, is it that important that you dress well for this, occasion? There's an Akiyama in Persona 3? A rather delicate but gently smouldering heart. Silent air. Perfect atmosphere to bring up uncomfortable subjects for some honest heart-to-heart. I've not played Yakuza 4 and 5, so I can't comment on that. Or is someone waiting for you there? Someone who you'd like to dress up for?
뭐 아예 틀린 말은 아니긴 한데.
비밀 이야기인가?
Don Quixote excitedly and loudly dragged her chair up close to Heathcliff.
나는 보란 듯이 성공해서 돌아가야만 해. 적어도 예전에 굴러먹던 그 망나니 히스클리프라고 생각할 수는 없도록. 그러니까 고급스럽고 멋진 옷으로 그럴싸하게 보이는 건 내게 엄청 중요한 거라고.
This one's a nice song here. I don't think they play this one too often.
누군가 그대를 배 아프게라도 했는가?
Is this about revenge? Like Ishmael?
복수...
Heathcliff leaned back in his chair. It creaked as he rocked gently back and forth. There was a look of deep introspection on his face. It was, if my memory serves me right, the first.
뭐 복수라면 복수겠네. 근데 지금 당장 드는 결심은 후회하게 해주겠다. 그게 더 맞는 것 같아.
When your back does say revenge,
나는 거기서 날 무시했던 놈들도 죄다 짓밟아 줄 거야. 나를 선택하지 않았던 걸 땅을 치고 후회할 수밖에 없도록. 사실은 누구보다도 어울리는 사람이었다는 걸 캐시에게 증명할 거라고.
Kathy, Heathcliff's eyes tremble a little as he speaks her name. He's mentioned that name before. His eyes trembled then, too. This Kathy must be someone pretty important to you.
당연하지. 무진장 중요하지.
So, what happened between the two of you? Between you and Kathy?
정확히 말하면 캐서린이지. 캐시라고도 부르는 거고. 길고 골치 아픈 이야기야.
이 돈키호테의 감히 그 사람이 히스클리프군의 연인이라고 외치고 있어.
I do like Don sort of like poking her head into this because Don Quixote in the book as well would often like ask about people's love lives as well and like listen to the stories of people on the road because and as a knight errant he's dedicated to romance and also has to like insist that Dulcinea is the most beautiful as well. Wait. Is that what she is to you? Hold on a second. Fucking OBS still fucking up with... It's probably Discord's fault. I don't know if it's Discord's or OBS's fault, but like they're not talking to each other and automatically muting my stream anymore, unfortunately. I've not read Wuthering Heights, but I have watched a play of Wuthering Heights. Like there was a musical earlier this year of Wuthering Heights that I quite enjoyed, and that covered the plot essentially. I would like to read Wuthering Heights someday as well, for the sake of completion. But yeah, it's a musical. It was quite good. Also, hey there, Mimi. Oh, it's a affiliate anniversary, huh? Nice. I didn't know that. Thank you. How it's called? I think it's just called Wuthering Heights the Musical or something. Showed as you came in, huh? Alright, cool. Go me. I want to read Dr. Faustus when you can. Go for it. Hopefully you can. I think it was like adapted by Emma Rice or something. But yeah, it's like a musical performance of Wuthering Heights. Quite good. I definitely recommend it. I enjoyed that quite a lot. I think there's several different versions, to be honest. Yeah, sure. There we go. Emma Rice. Let me double check if that was the version that I saw. See if I can, I've still got like the email that sort of like mentions. Yeah, I think that was the version. Seems like the picture that they're sort of using for it. I was like, I think there's also a Bernard Taylor like musical version of Wuthering Heights too. Yeah, the one I saw was Emma Rice. Nellie's character is sort of like replaced by sort of like the spirit of the Moors essentially, but like it essentially takes the role of Nellie still. That's the sort of like the biggest difference I would sort of say. The free ship. Who knows? You might find someone who's still performing it. Or maybe you'll be able to like find like an online like recording of a performance. There's always those available after all. Anyway, back to the game.
아니야 그런 것까진 아니야. 그렇다고 볼 수도 있을지도 모르지만.
He's stuttering like Sinclair on a bad day. While his disposition was as brusque as always, I could clearly see that he couldn't stop himself from smiling from a mere mention of her name. And that gave me more than enough answers. What would be funnier is to pull up to it in a cosplay of the ego. I don't know, you don't have to... Like, that... Like, it would be funny, but, like, also a bit disruptive, I guess. Like, at least when I went, like, it was, I sort of, like, went, on a weekday, actually. Cheaper tickets then. So, like, a lot of, sort of, like, elderly people, and a few, sort of, like, classes of students as well. Yeah, and that gave me more than enough answers. Every sinner had a reason for joining Limbus Company. So, maybe Heathcliff joined Limbus Company for this happy person. I don't know, like, I sort of get worried, like, you know how, like, Chicken Jockey became a meme? And, like, essentially ruining, like, people's experiences going to see the Minecraft movie, as well as, like, making life tough for the workers as well, who have to clean up all the mess of, people throwing shit around. Like, just go there and, be polite and enjoy the movie or the play or whatever. Like, true, like, if it's, like, something subtle, like, go for it. That's just, like, a funny joke for yourself, right? But yeah. It's not like I sort of, like, went there and called out, like, where are all the butlers? When do they start distorting? Or things like that. Oh, that would be horrible for someone to do something like that during the middle of a play. Makes me wonder what kind of person she might be, though. Someone that special. Precious to Heathcliff. A gremlin. Kathy is an absolute gremlin.
왜 그렇게 아련한 말투냐? 징그럽게.
Oh, Malcolm! Thank you very much for stopping by, and thank you for the affiliate well wishes. Thank you very much for all your efforts in both the library and Lobotomy Corp. Now, I do this not out of my obligations as the manager. I'm starting to think that I want to help you out. Because you can be the best man you can be for her.
그렇소! 다 함께!
Yeah, no problem, Oguna. Hope you have a good night. Or a good day. Or whatever. See ya! As long as it's a good book, alright? As long as it's a good book.
멋쟁이 같아!
I heard a door open in that very moment. It wasn't the reception hall door. That one was made of wood and wouldn't make the sound that I just heard. This sound came from over there, away from us, a dark corner of the room. Then, I heard sounds of metal scraping against wood. It was accompanied by a howling blizzard. So, those were sleigh marks, huh? The huge sleigh made its way across the wooden floor. On the marks that were already on the floorboards, was flanked by several gnomes. Rodolta, The sleigh was red, and the sacks on it were either black or red. But they were all littered with flesh and blood.
도도로, 다음 선물 재료를 갖고 왔음.
아휴, 허리가 다 쑤숑. 조금만 참으라옴. 그래도 선물 받을 친구들을 생각하면 뿌듯해서 고생은 금방 잊지 않겠소.
Any idea where you met me before on this purple TV? Where I met you before on this purple TV? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. At the very least, it says that you followed me 12 days ago, going by my activity feed. Possibly Armia stars? Would that be it? Like, I know I've raided Armia stars and got raided by Armia stars, sort of like around that time frame, so would, does that sort of like check out for you?
맞음.
No clue still. Fair enough. Yeah, we wish I could help you out. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Fair enough. Yep, sorry, I've got, I'm not sure. I don't have the answer. The gaggle of gnomes were walking in our direction as they chatted and gossiped, froze in place upon noticing us.
왜 농땡이를 피고 있는 것이옴?
거기서 수다 떨지 말고 좀 도우라옴. 이번엔 양도 많고 몇 마리는 살려서 데려왔다옴.
I think I saw some sacks on the sleigh move. You'll find out if you stick around. Yeah, fair enough. Who knows? Maybe check my VODs. Like, check out my VODs from like 12 days ago or 13 days ago or something, and see if that sort of like refreshes your memory at all. No. It was crashing. Like, someone trying to escape. Is...
야, 모기 잡아라.
왜 그렇게 심각한 얼굴인 겐가? 저들은 그저 열심히 일을... 거기 누가 있는 거죠? 살려주세요! 여기서 꺼내줘요!
They're villains!
기쁘고 신나는 날이옴. 이놈은 싱싱한 놈인 듯 다음.
이럴 수가...
그런데 저것들 인간인가 봄? 도도로 실장이 잡아온 건가? 어디서 저렇게 멀쩡하게 인간을 데려온 거지요?
자네들... 설마...
아이고...
I could hear a familiar voice coming from the other door in the room, as Don Quixote stood there flabbergasted.
도도루가 실수를 저질러 버렸음. 저것들을 다른 창고로 보내야 했는데 말이움. 너무 신경 쓰지 마시라움. 놈들끼리 하는 재밌는 놀이일 뿐이움. 아무 의미 없음.
That's your excuse?
도도루공.
도도루 듣고 있음.
저 주머니에 들어있는 게 무엇인가?
그 그냥 선물 재료일 뿐인 것이오. 그나저나 돈키호테 나으리 요청하셨던 멋진 옷들을 제가 준비해 놓았단 말이오. 지금 바로 입으러.
그 재료라는 게 뭐란 말인가?
Organic?
도도로 거짓말하기 지쳤음. 인간이잖아, 인간. 니놈들 같은 인간. 너희들 다른 창고로 들이라고 내가 나갈 때 말했음. 우리 공장 장난감 선물을 기다리는 많은 이웃에게 실망만 배송하고 싶은 것인가옴?
미안하오.
Thanks for your screw up, though.
공장장님께 기대하시라고 그렇게나 말했는데요.
What was I thinking? It was absolutely not worth it.
네가 하는 생각 나도 똑같이 하고 있으니까 그딴 한숨 쉴 거면 어떻게 싸워야 할지 고민이나 한 번 더 하라고. 알았냐?
Absolutely infernal. Let's start an inferno. Hope you're doing alright, by the way. Yeah. Sitting here and feeling sorry for myself won't do anything. It never did.
모두 도구 꺼내라움. 이것이 바로 산지직송 아니겠음?
그래, 시원하게 덤벼라 이 땅꼬마 괴물들아!
Alright, let's go fight these guys. Ah, Drago Bancho! There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm friends with Drago Bancho. He's a cool guy. Alright, so we're gonna get Don and Heathcliff this time around. Yeah, I don't feel like wasting my resource to level up the she characters. I've only got 400 thread and like that much tickets. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste it. Alright, let's just go. Let's go. Do you have enough ammo, I wonder?
이번 의뢰는 몇 발이나 들고 가야 하냐?
If you don't, we can always like switch to like Goofy or something. Yeah, we'll see.
총은 수지 타산에 맞게 한 발에 한 놈씩. 가서 할 수 있는 건 다 해보고 오라고. 저보다 한 주먹거리도 안 되는 놈들이니까.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
저런 사람을 영입해야 하는 건데.
사무실 직원을 더 늘릴 재정 여유는 없고.
You can blast that guy, I think. Go over there. Sweet home! Thank you very much for the raid. Hopefully your adventures in Gundam Seed went well. Yeah, I had to dip out earlier, so I wasn't able to sort of watch all the way, unfortunately. But yeah, for those who don't know me, I am Araxis Denacia, your revolutionary bartender, and we're just doing some Limbus company at the moment. I need to get myself that Gundam Battle Seed game. That looks fun. But yeah, totally understand if you need to get going. If you do, like, yeah, go get yourself some rest or whatever. Like, streaming takes it out of you 100%. But those of you who stick around, thank you. Right now, we're just doing the Christmas event for Limbus Company. Sorry about that. Just because I haven't streamed it before. So I figured, like, hey, while I've got a little bit of downtime, let's go stream that, shall we? All right. You don't have enough charge yet for Rip Space. Oh, and thank you very much for the anniversary there, Jadeite. I do appreciate it. I didn't even notice my anniversary until people started like mentioning that in chat. The old PS2, PSP game started chewing through after a bit. I mean, Yeah, like I figured that would be the case. Like I imagine, like if they did make a remaster of Gundam Battle Chronicles Universe, Gundam Assault Survive, like that sort of thing would show through. But like I really enjoyed those games, so I'd probably still be into it, at least a little bit.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Just some of the people have to keep in mind.
예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 작살을 내놨어.
Everything's going well there. Can't do that. Yeah, that'll work.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
깔끔한 헤드샷.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
머리통이 작살났거든.
평소에도 이런
깔끔한 헤드샷.
Maybe I didn't need to do that then.
머리통이
Oh, no,
작살났다고.
that's fine.
다음은 어디요?
There we go.
칼은 신나.
Get wrecked,
노래
buddy.
들까?
Okay. Don't do that. Just going to waste resources. That all looks good though.
깔끔한 헤드샷.
적에게 치명상을
머리통이
입혔군요.
작살났다고.
관리자님은 당신이 생각하는
Yeah, I don't have the special bullets for that, but turns out it's still effective even with normal bullets.
저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리해
기회인 것 같소.
보는 맛이 나는
오늘이 방금
Starting to run a little bit low on health. Hopefully that'll be okay. That.
내 앞을 막을
Just
자는
have
없어.
Don go for it.
다음은 어디요?
여관에 가면
Okay.
한참을 떠드시겠네. 다리에게 해줄 이야기가 또 늘었군요.
Yeah, stay away from that. It's not gonna work. Should be okay, hopefully. I hope you don't get stunned, actually. That could be dangerous.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
좋아, 다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요.
지금이 기회인 것 같아.
매일
다음은 어디요?
좋아하는데도 지금 감회가 새로워요.
What's gonna happen with you? Are you gonna like run off or what? Unless you're out of ammo, or are we gonna finish this fight here?
와, 엄청난 공격이었어.
Okay, so he does run off
기념할
because he
만한 걸.
runs out of ammo. No worries. Should be able to finish it with guns.
다음은 어디요?
Good to know for now.
어디요?
If we need to do more of these
어디요?
like two-person battles.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수 있을
Still managed to
줄
get
알았냐?
the 55%
저놈들
there.
무기까지 주어서 철수하자고.
He's just got really good guns, so makes sense. Alright. We'll do the post-battle story for that. How did you end up getting? Oh, anyway. About what part in the Gundam Seed plot, if you're I'm just curious.
본인의 불찰이요.
I thought the fault lies with Ishmael. The light of confidence had completely faded from Don Quixote's face. So did her enthusiastic voice. Thought of the Omni-Forces while escaping from Earth. Ah, alright. So that would have been the escape from Orb, right? When the Atlantic Federation tried to, like, take their railgun, huh? Yeah, cool. I fucking hate the Atlantic Federation. They all fucking suck. Oh, and thank you, Ina, for the anniversary birthday wishes and all that. No, this isn't the new Intervallo. This is one of the old ones. This is the Christmas Intervallo. It's an older one, but I haven't streamed it before, so I wanted to go back and stream that for the sake of completion. I want to try and have an up-to-date VOD list. If someone decides hey, I want to sort of get into Limbus Company, but I don't necessarily want to play the game. This person here has streamed the entire game. I'll just stick with this person and go for the whole thing. So that's what I'm sort of hoping to do there. So because I haven't streamed this one gets to be recorded for posterity's sake. Anyway, the light of confidence had completely faded from Don Quixote's face. So did her enthusiastic voice. That means Christmas this year starts in June. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's definitely watching, by the way. Thank you, Cha-Cha, for the affiliate anniversary. I honestly forget about affiliate anniversaries, but it sort of happened before I started VTubing. I had my model in the works, but I was still streaming at the time, and I managed to sort of hit affiliate at that point. So I don't really do anything special for it because I genuinely don't remember this being the day or anything. It's also close to my actual birthday as well. Next month sometime. Yeah. I do appreciate the well wishes, though. 100%. Thank you very much. No. I should have thought this plan through. Well, if we were to find someone to blame, the biggest fault would lie with me, the manager. Maybe I should have turned around the moment I sensed that something was off.
그보다
With that, Don Quixote marched towards the now abandoned sleigh.
이게 무슨...
Several mutilated bodies tumbled to the ground as soon as Don Quixote undid the knot tying the sack.
진짜 예상은 했지만 직접 보고 싶지 않았는데.
There were a total of 7 or so people in the sack, but they were all missing a few limbs. They were barely breathing. And some of them had already perished. Never seen their style of clothing before. Looks like they're pretty far from where we were. I've seen similarly worn and torn clothing in the back street. The clothing they wore was of materials and styles that I've not seen before. That door must have sent us pretty far. Faust did tell me that each district within the city had different cultures and such, so...
알 바냐? 저것들도 조만간 숨이 끊길 거야. 시계를 돌려줄 수 있는 것도 아니고. 빨리 돌아가기나 하자.
아니, 여기 이 사람은 멀쩡한 것 같네. 이보게, 정신 차리게. 그대가 아까 도움을 요청하던 자인가? 당신들은 누구세요?
He found a friend! Alright. Oh, wrong button. Let me get that there. So, yeah, monstrous gift. I see no reason to select the battle or anything like that. So, let's go. Just gonna be a repeat of what we just did, right?
옷차림이 특이하신 분들이네요. 마을에서 오신 분들은 아닌 건가?
The child was dressed in torn and faded clothing. From the way she looked at us, I could tell that she found us rather fascinating. She soon woke up from her momentary shock.
아무튼 구해주셔서 감사합니다. 저는 크레용이라고 해요. 그리고...
Better... At least you didn't get captured by Marines, otherwise you would have been eaten immediately.
이빨태요!
The kid pointed at me and backed away in terror,
뭔 뚱딴지 같은 소리야. 저건 시계 대가리라고.
My name's Dante.
시계 대가리? 이빨 태엽은 시계같이 생겼다고 들었는데 하긴 이빨 태엽은 여기보다 저 밑에 있다고 했으니까 그렇다면 처음 보는 괴물이네요.
괴물 아닐세. 저분은 우리의 자랑스러운 관리자 나리시니까.
Thanks for the intro, I guess.
하지만 찌끗거리는 소리밖에 안 들리는데
그건 사정이 있으셔서. 아무튼 몸은 괜찮은 겐가?
네. 같이 끌려오신 분들은 아닌 것 같지만
The child looks at the mutilated corpses with a despondent look on her face. Don Quixote casts a sympathetic gaze.
이들은 모두 같은 마을의 이웃이었다는 것인 건가?
네. 하지만 곧 저희 마을에서 사냥꾼을 보내주실 거예요. 그분들이 오신다면 어떻게든 여기서
Hunters? I wasn't sure what exactly she was talking about, so I was about to ask her what she meant. But this reception hall, storage room, suddenly began to fill with gas of unknown origin.
이건 또 뭐야?
Gas!
입을 막으시오.
An odd plume of gas, its hue red and green, begins to fill the room.
이 용기는 즐거 넘치들 때랑
The three of them, including Crayon, passed out, slumped to the floor. Yeah, something like this has happened before. And walks right into a room full of toxic gas. Everyone. Looks like this gas only knocked them out, though. That's a relief, at least. Guess I should consider myself lucky. My clock head isn't affected by these things. Oh, I gotta hide. As soon as I hid myself in a corner, a crowd of gnomes rushed through the same door Dodoru came in from. Nah. They use sleeping gas on us.
이건 도도로 실장이었던 것이지 않음?
여기저기 상태 좋은 걸 가져왔다고 자랑을 하고 다니더만 결국 이 꼬라지인 것이오. 한 놈, 두 놈, 세 놈. 수는 맞는 것 같음.
잠가루로 재웠으니 품질은 큰 문제 없을 거다.
자자, 얼른 옮기시오.
They picked up Don Quixote, Heathcliff, and Crayon one by one and loaded them onto the sleigh. With that, they left, closing the door behind them. Through it all, I couldn't do anything but watch. Right. Looks like this is my time to shine. I'll rescue the three of them. No way. I should have listened when Ishmael offered to teach me self-defense. Worst boss ever. I mean, it's not like they're able to fight or anything. Dante's combat abilities are nil. Best thing to do in this case is to go and grab reinforcements. What do I do? This harsh truth dawns on me every time we face total annihilation. The truth that, on my own, I am completely useless. If they were with us, at least bring them back. None of the sinners are here with me. What good am I without them? Very good that I managed to survive.
신기하긴 뭐가 신기해요. 정신 차려요.
Great. Now I'm hearing things.
판청이 아니에요, 관리자님. 저희가 왔다고요.
갑자기 너네 셋이 사라졌다고 해서 난리도 아니었다고. 오랜만에 심심하진 않았지만.
I bolted up and looked towards the voice. There, I saw another door. And from it, the rest of the sinners appeared one by one. Guys!
아이고, 덜 신선한 재료는 또 놓고 왔어. 네, 어?
Get him!
이 소동에 대한 질문은 나중으로 미루죠, 단테. 우선 전투 명령을.
Alright, yeah. So, like that would be with everyone except for Don and Heathcliff. Yeah, I might do this one. We'll see. We'll think about it. Thanks, everyone. Where'd you find me?
뒷문으로 들어왔소.
버스 내부에서 관리자를 포함한 3명의 신호가 감지되지 않더군요.
그 즉시 수감자 전원을 대동한 수색이 진행되었어.
Got like a tracking beacon on me or something?
쉬라고 보낸 지 몇 분이나 됐다고. 이러면 곤란해, 단테.
아무리 관리자님이라고 해도 이런 단독 행동은 큰 위험을 초래합니다. 주의해 주십시오.
They're all right, obviously. I'm sorry. So, how did you guys find us?
나의 추측이었어. 히스클리프 군은 시종일관 불안한 상태였지. 전후 상황을 고려하면 T사에 도착하기 전에 준비해야 할 것이 있는 것 같았어. 돈키호테 양은 이전 버스 경보가 있던 날 조금 늦게 뒷문으로 돌아왔소. 그리고 다음 날 나와 파우스트 양에게 도시에서 흔히 쓰이는 기호에 대한 설명이 묶인 책을 요구했어.
네, 파우스트가 몇 권 대여해 주었습니다.
Actually capable of doing research.
돈키호테 양은 내내 내 옆에서 그 책을 읽으며 흥분된 표정으로 책을 뒤적거렸어. 나의 컨디션이 좋지 않아 말을 걸지는 못했으나.
Konami Direct later. Ooh, for Silent Hill F. Nice. MGS3 remake and an undisclosed game. Alright. Sounds interesting. I've never actually played a Silent Hill game before. But the fact that F is being written by the Ryukishi, who did Higurashi and Umineko and all that, is making me really excited for that. So, yeah, that's something that I am quite interested in. And Metal Gear Solid 3 is arguably the best Metal Gear Solid game as well. Like most of the Metal Gear Solid games are quite good, certainly. But there are a lot of people who will say that MGS3 is the best one. So hopefully, the remake is quite good as well. Because I know that Konami sort of screwed up with one of their Silent Hill remakes. I think something to do with the fog and all that. So here's hoping that the MGS3 remake does a little bit better. Yeah, that would absolutely be something. When's that coming out? The direct. I'm not going to be able to watch it because either it will be when I'm asleep or at work. So if you could sort of message me what the surprise game is, when that sort of like happens. Like I would certainly appreciate that. Sorry, I think the cat wants some food, so I'm just gonna give him some food. All right. Give me a moment. You know what? I'll put it to an ad break as well, just so we can get that out of the way. Okay. So, I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, while I go and feed the cat. All right, we are back. Cat has been successfully fed, and a couple of minutes left on that, so like add things, so we'll just keep things going a little bit. But yeah. All right, let's get back to the game, shall we? So where are we? Yeah, so sat next to me. Yeah, because of all the seasickness.
코스프레, 복장, 주머니 등의 단어를 계속 중얼거렸지.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like Don.
이상의 일들을 종합하면 돈키호테 양은 버스의 경보에서 뭔가 자신을 혹하게 하는 기호를 찾았고
문의 위치는 파우스트가 알고 있었기 때문에 결과적으로 이 공간에 도착할 수 있었습니다.
On Limbus Company? Absolutely. Go ahead and put me down. I thought I had the other thing up the top there. That might be on my main computer though, and I forgot to put it on my laptop. Yeah, I'll bring up my number when we get out of this screen, okay?
문까지 가는 동안 복도에 있던 존재들과 전투를 치렀다.
그나마 조무래기들이니까 다행이었지.
그런 상황에서 수감자가 사망하기라도 한다면 영구적인 인원 손실을 발생시킬 수도 있습니다. 이해하셨나요? 관리자님이 없는 상황에서 일어나는 전투는 저희에게 지극히 위험합니다.
He's absolutely right.
복도 어딘가에서 시체가 되어 영영 되살아나지 못할 수도 있었다.
관리자님의 단독 행동이 얼마나 큰 위험인지, 그리고 책임이 얼마나 중한지 숙지해 주시면 좋겠군요. 관리자님은 반드시 살아남아야만 합니다. 아시겠습니까?
I've never seen Otis look at me like that. Gaze was cold and ruthless.
이번엔 운이 좋았던 것입니다, 단테. 애초에 그 기회의 나열은 그런 식으로 때려 맞추듯 해석할 수 있는 것 또한 아니었고요.
Thanks, Don. Can always count on you to screw things up. I'm really sorry. I don't know what else to say.
이 정도로 해두죠. 그보다
돈
No, Don Quixote.
그렇네요. 돈 키호테, 히스클리프. 그 두 명은 어디로 간 거죠?
They got gassed. Oh, that's I told them exactly how the events transpired.
잘도 살아 있었네. 관리자 양반. 나까지 덧붙이기엔 충분히 들었을 거라 생각하고 덧붙이지 않겠어. 애초에 여긴 어디야?
어이, 여기는 도시의 어느 구역이지? 이 추위를 봐서는 북부로라도 온 건가? 아니면
이곳은 도시가 아닙니다.
아니, 그게 무슨 말이야?
단어 그대로 해석하시면 됩니다. 저기 널브러져 있는 노움이라는 지성체들은 외곽에 사는 생명체.
That's why they're even able to exist. Humans aren't allowed. Non-humans aren't allowed in the city.
흔히 외곽의 괴물이라고 불리는 존재입니다.
아우, 호수에서 그렇게 질리도록 싸워놓고 또 괴물이야?
They weren't exactly like the whales, though. We could communicate with the gnomes. They were just like people, except smaller.
외곽의 다른 지역과 존재들이라니. 상황만 여유로웠다면 마음 놓고 탐구했겠네요. 그런데 이곳은 전반적으로 노움의 키에 맞춰서 설계된 구조물인 듯하군요.
여기가 외곽이라면 왔던 길로 돌아갈 수 있는 거겠죠?
저희가 들어온 문이 닫히지만 않는다면요.
아직은 열려 있는 것 같다.
만약에 다치면요?
뜻밖의 여정이 시작되겠죠. 외곽에서 도시까지 직접 돌아가야 할 테니 기나긴 여정이 되겠죠.
It'd be an adventure, that's for sure. A bit dangerous.
여기서 무슨 소리가 자꾸 나옴? 얼레?
여기 노다지가 걸어다니고 있음. 죄다 도구 챙겨서 튀어라오.
단테, 이쪽 뒤로 오시게.
The door slammed open, and gnomes began flooding into the room. Prepared ourselves for battle. Alright, so I'll go and grab my Limbus code for you so that you can go ahead and add me. Like down over there. So a little bit hard to read, so D599. 244 or 224? 224. There you go. There you go. Feel free to add me. Okay. Where were we now? Yeah, I got a little bit. I'm saving up for the Arknights event and Walpurgis Night. So I try not to spend it. Oh, thank you, Kuro. Do appreciate it. let's just go in with this, shall we?
명을 받.
이제야
There,
부르노.
there,
준비되었습니다.
there.
재촉지만 지위를 받는 건 오랜만이네요.
Go and do a battle with
고통
everyone.
없이 지식을 얻지 못한다나 뭐라나.
On the plus side, like mirror dungeons help you get shards for getting characters, right? So
피워보지.
무식하게 돌격하실 거라면 전 빠지겠습니다.
나의 해안이 감동적이지 않을 수 없다. 해결사 영웅기에 이런
흙으로 끓여
어디 보자. 와, 엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
탈출 개체 확인.
like, I will say, like, just for the sake of being fair, like I do buy the battle pass, and sometimes I'll buy the monthly lunacy as well, the one that's sort of like you get like every day for a month.
엄청나게 강한 공격을.
대성공이야.
So
다른 신나.
that does mean that I would have more lunacy than like a free player, essentially. But again, I am also deliberately trying to save for the aforementioned while purchaser and
탈출 개체 확인.
the Arknights event. Even though I don't play Arknights, I just like the art for Arknights, and I like what I hear about Arknights. I'm just not really into tower defense games. It's just too much of a commitment, right? Oh, let's have a drink.
좋아. 생동감이 살아있는 좋은 공간이 됐고.
Good. Thank you.
다음 먹잇감도 이런 식이었으면 좋겠어.
Not that one.
저녁은 파티.
There we are. There we go. Accept. E-Corp employment means that thou shalt be bestowed with this clock face. Oh, that's actually kind of clever. Alright. There we go. Thank you. Let's reveal who you've got. T-Corp Don. A Don fan, huh? 7 here. And Corp Faust. Sun Shower here. Oh, I don't have this one. I don't have that one either, unfortunately. More Ishmael. Yeah, Ring Otis is pretty good. She Ishmael, huh? Alright, don't see her too often these days. There we go.
저녁은 파티.
Alright. Let's get back in, shall we? Yeah, Miracle.
사람이랑 닮은 부분도 있긴 하지만 역시 사람은 아니네요. 노움이라는 건. 희한한 말투를 쓰는 것 빼곤 이 정도로 말이 통하는 괴물. 아니, 괴물이라고 말하는 게 맞을까요?
정의하기 나름입니다. 누군가는 괴물이라고 말할 테고 누군가는 다른 종족이라고 하겠죠.
I appreciate your analyses, but you should probably get moving. We still don't know where Heathcliff and Don Quixote are.
역시 오늘도 맞는 말씀만을 하시는군요, 관리자님.
외곽은 평소 우리의 작전을 진행하는 곳보다 위험도가 높다. 관리자의 신변을 보호하기 위해서는 좀 더 체계적인 계획을.
뭐 제일 쉬운 방법은 그 둘을 버리고 가는 거긴 하지만 그게 최선은 아니니까요.
That's true, Ishmael. Quite right. Ishmael kicked open a door the gnomes rushed in from.
가요. 관리자님도 지키고 그 둘도 구하면 되잖아요.
Okay. Over here. Oh, that's just a battle. Maybe I should have done that one then. Oh. That's another battle. There we go. Just a bunch of gnomes to go through. For whom the gnomes pack.
나와서 보니까 뭔가 여긴
공장 가꾸려 선물을 만드는 것인가?
Santa's workshop.
아, 이런 식으로 선물 자체를 만들어내는 공장도 있었나 보군요.
크리스마스 장식도 한가득이네요. 아직 크리스마스 때까지는 시간이 좀 남았는데.
Oh, you are so right about that, Sinclair. Sinclair looked to the ground with a somber expression. I didn't need to ask to know how he was feeling.
괴물끼리 크리스마스 선물이라도 나누는 걸까요?
그렇게 친절해 보이지는 않았는데 말이지.
도시 어딘가의 날개에서 외곽에 있는 공장에 하청을 맡겼을 가능성도 있다.
I want to say no chance, but the city and the wings we've experienced so far were... Yeah, I could see that. Kind of messed up. Yeah, there was a non-zero chance of that being the case. Alright. Yep, so another random battle. You don't need to go through all these gnome battles. After spending some time battling gnomes and crashing the gift factory, you soon realized that the gifts the conveyor belts were moving weren't your average gift.
저건 발인가? 발이 그려져 있는 표지판은 왜 저기에 붙어 있는 거야?
I know someone might want a gift of a foot, right? I can think of a few people who might like feet for their as their Christmas present.
이쪽은 눈알이 그려져 있어.
이 선물들의 성분은 통상적인 그 물체를 구성하는 재료들이 아닌 것으로 추측됩니다. 형태는 곰인형, 크레파스, 장난감 기차 따위지만 단백질과 인의 함유율이 유독 높습니다.
There's an awful lot of protein in this toy train.
꼬마 전구나 장식 소품들은 그렇지 않은 걸 보아 이건 도시의 쓰레기들을 주워 걸어둔 것 같네요.
Yep, good night, Kuro. Thank you very much for stopping by.
뻔하지. 사선.
Gifts made from humans.
사람으로 만든 선물.
뭐든지 사람을 갖고 해결하는 건 외곽이나 도시나 똑같네.
중요한 건 누구를 위한 선물인가겠지만요.
누가 이런 걸 받고 싶어 하겠어요.
모르지. 부자 놈들은 은근히 이런 변태 같은 취향을 가진 놈들이 있기 마련이거든.
그런데 말이죠. 사람으로 선물을 만드는 거라면 히스클리프 씨와 동키호테 씨도 선물이 되는 건가요?
They've turned my boy into a box. A box. I do recall them saying something about locally produced materials.
한시가 급하겠구려.
선물이 미리 되지 않았다는 가정에서 그들이 있을 확률이 제일 높은 곳을 알 수 있다.
After a long silence, Musto spoke up. He pointed in a direction.
저곳에 선물 제작소라는 간판이 붙어 있다.
Well spotted. I think post battle now. After spending.
저건
Oh no,
발인가?
we've already done that one.
발이 그려져 있는 표지판은 왜 저기에?
Some can be a little bit tricky to keep track of which ones we've done already. That's my fault. Alright. So over here, yep, it's a random battle. Okay. The gift of hatred given shape. I think I'm hearing some odd noise from in there.
비소인가. 꽤 고역의 의미군. 즐거운 일이 벌어지고 있다는 뜻이다.
비명 소리가 들리는데 웃을 일이냐고요?
익숙한 높낮이다. 이 정도의 데시벨은 돈키호테의 고함 소리와 일치한다.
He's got a very distinctive yell.
잠깐. 아직 전투 구역의 위험 정도가 파악되지 않았다. 저 안은 폐쇄적인 공간인 것 같으니.
그대 히스클리프 군이 있었다면 이런 소리를 할 것 같소.
뭐지?
I think I know. How bloody frustrating. Quit whinging, pick up your tools and get cracking.
제법 웃기네요.
Ishmael soon blasted the door open with a powerful kick. Meanwhile,
여긴 대체 뭐야? 나 왜 묶여 있는 건데?
미안하네. 우린 아무래도 망한 것 같네. 필시, 우리는 저기저 프레스 기계 속에서 장난감이 되어버릴 운명인 것이오.
I wonder if they're gonna stream like hydraulic press videos as well of people being crushed into presents.
본인은 저 오뚜기 인형이 되어버리는 것 같네. 넘어져도 다시 일어나는
Bobblehead Don Quixote? Or maybe a Slinky?
야! 이상한 소리 그만하고 이것 좀 어떻게 풀어봐!
히스클리프군, 정말 미안하네. 본인이 비록 붉은 주머니 코스프레 복장을 얻고 싶었던 마음이 아주 조금은 있었어. 나 자네의 멋진 옷을 구해주려고 했던 것 또한 내 진심이었네.
I know you wanted to help.
이 새끼, 내가 그럴 줄 알았어. 너 이따가
그래도 자네는 멋진 회중 시계라는 것이 되려는 모양이네.
You'll be the best pocket watch ever, Heathcliff.
여기까지 와서 또 시계야.
Now, I won't be the only clockhead around.
저는 색연필이 되나봐요. 색도 24가지나 있대요.
Not even a crayon? Color pencils aren't crayons.
살아있는 재료는 오랜만에 보는 것 같음.
근데 조금 귀가 아픈 것 같음. 귀에서 피 나는지 봐줄 수 있음? 저렇게 악을 쓰는 인간들로 만들어진 선물이어야 받는 놈들이 좋아 죽지 않겠음?
자, 그럼 손질을 시작해볼까?
히스클리프 씨, 돈키호테 씨, 다행이다. 아직 선물이 되지 않으셨네요.
꽤 코지한 분위기군.
You would like it in here, wouldn't you, Yoshi?
모두들
어떡해?
We're here for you, Heathcliff.
시계 대가리. 젠장이 이렇게 반가울 줄이야.
Looks like we got here in the nick of time. Heathcliff was about to be shoved into the gift-making hydraulic machine press.
자, 내 밧줄을 끊었소. 이리 내려오시게.
내가 말이지. 이런 말은 잘 안 하는 성격인데 시계가 되지 않게 해줘서
이 머저리들, 관리자님 하나 지키지 못하고 포로나 된 꼴이라니.
He was about to say thank you as well, and then here comes Gordon Ramsay here. You absolute donkey!
됐다. 취소할란다.
자, 빨리 정신 차려요.
She actually is Gordon Ramsay thinking about it in the chef, the cooking event. Bell's chicken.
관리자님, 이제 어떻게 하실 거죠?
Well, we gotta trash this place. Come on, get ready to wear your identities. Alright. Yeah, well, I'll skip this battle. There's a boss battle coming up, so we'll do that one. Don't have to worry about the damn gnomes. After we defeated the horde of gnomes, Don Quixote and Heathcliff fell to their knees before everyone. I also knelt down, feeling like I should be down there with them, but Otis tightly pulled me to the side. I feel bad for those two.
준비되었어. 시작하시오.
I will take my punishment, forsooth.
내 놈들, 도대체 어떻게 해야 그딴 정신머리가 생겨날 수 있는 거지? 관리자님께서 너희로 인해 얼마나 많은 걱정을 했고 위험을 감수했는지 알기는 하나.
사실은 시계 대가리도 그렇게 하자고.
시끄럽다. 관리자님의 이름을 그런 식으로 부르지 마라. 버릇없는 것.
잘못했어.
어릴 적 어머니에게 혼날 때와 흡사한 광경이군.
Lovely. Otis did not seem to slow down at all with her stern scolding. And the pair fell completely silent, their heads hung low. I decided to wander away from this scene. Guilty conscience is too much for me to bear. Is Rayon doing okay?
네. 과도한 정신적 충격으로 잠시 기절했을 뿐이었습니다.
어쩌다 이런 곳에 끌려온 것이오.
사람인 거죠? 여기는 정말 외곽인 거고.
Crayon initially appeared somewhat taken back from the deluge of questions, but he soon began to open up.
역시 여러분은 도시의 사람들이시군요. 저는 외곽 북쪽에 있는 마을, 구름마을 사람이에요.
왜 거기는 저런 노움 같은 괴물들이 많은 건가? 사람 말도 막 하고?
네, 노움만 있는 건 아니고 여러 괴물이 있어요. 제가 본 것도 있지만 마을 어른들이 이야기해준 것만 해도 엄청 많아요. 저희 마을은 그런 괴물들을 피해 만들어진 곳 중 하나예요. 오늘도 평소 같다면 모두와 같이 마을에서 식사를 준비하고 있을 시간이었는데.
갑자기 저들이 들이닥친 거군.
맞아요. 하필 사냥꾼들이 나가 있어서. 원래 괴물들이 올 시기가 아닌데 그래서 안전하다고 생각한 건데 갑자기 썰매를 타고 들이닥쳐서는. 싸워보려 했지만 대부분 상대가 되지 않으셨고 많은 분이 돌아가셨어요. 그렇게 생긴 시체는 그 썰매의 주머니에 모조리 넣었던 거고요. 너무 무서워서 기절하고 말았는데 죽은 줄 알았는지 같이 주머니에 넣어지게 되었죠.
이런 말하기 힘든 얘기까지 들어버렸네. 미안하군.
아니에요. 저도 질문해도 되나요?
무엇이든.
도시에는 48가지 크레용 색깔이 있다는 게 정말인가요? 그 중에 금색이랑 은색도 있다는 것도?
Probably. Depends on the crayon set you get.
아마도.
그리고 도시에는 사람들만 살고 있는 거죠? 이런 저희를 죽이려 드는 괴물 없이요.
I mean, I would argue that the people are monsters in the city. At the very least, they'll try to kill you.
그거 참 복잡한 질문이네.
높은 곳에 올라가서 가끔 바라봤거든요. 도시는 엄청 예쁜 불빛이 가득하구나 하고요. 제가 가진 색만으로는 칠할 수도 없이 엄청 반짝반짝하게요.
You know what they say, the grass is always greener, right?
부러웠어요. 다들 괴물에게 언제 당할지 걱정 없이 이웃들과 행복하게 살 수 있을 테니까.
Yeah, if only that were the case.
정말 도시에 와본 적이 없구나.
네?
거기서 거기.
Mm-hmm.
여기나 저기나 죽음은 늘 가깝지.
와, 멋있어. 한 번 더 해주세요.
Huh? That was cool?
그리고 다른 사람은 근처에서 못 보셨나요?
여기서 사람을 본 적은 없는 것 같은데요.
그럴 리가. 분명 구하러 와주셨을 텐데.
어떤 분이신가요?
저희 구름 마을에 제일 가는 사냥꾼. 그분이 계셨다면 이번 습격도.
그 말로 유추해보자면 호수의 고래잡이들처럼 외곽에도 괴물을 전문적으로 잡는 사냥꾼이 있나보.
Just like Monster Hunter.
그런데 잠깐만. 사람들을 잡았다가 이런 선물을 만든다고 했잖아. 이 선물은 누구를 주려고 만드는 건데?
For other monsters, right? It's Santa.
그야 당연히 가엾고 착하며 울지 않는 우리의 이웃들이지요.
관리자님, 뒤쪽으로.
I don't know when it happened, but a large shadow was looming over us.
아, 깜짝이야. 저건 또 뭐야?
난 이웃에게 선물을 나누어준 산타타입니다.
Not Santa, Santata. The whoring giant, garbed in red, carried a massive gift sack on his shoulder. It was definitely not a human.
그래, 저놈이야. 저놈이 여기 대가리를 했어.
저 옷이네. 저 붉은 옷이 우리가 찾아 헤매자.
The pair immediately jumped up from their knees and began shouting in unison.
저게 붉은 주머니라는 해결사의 옷이라고? 야, 그러면
설마
사슴맨마저.
닥쳐라. 또 쓰잘데기 없는 소리를.
After silencing the pair with a short, stern command, Otis approached me and spoke in a low voice.
관리자님, 우선 지성체로 보여 대화를 해보긴 하겠지만 수가 틀어지면 여지없이 전투에 돌입할 수 있게 준비하는 것이 좋을 것 같습니다.
I like how Otis always sort of like charges herself with negotiations. You know, it never seems to work, but like honestly, props for trying. Yeah, that's a good idea.
이웃이라면 누구를 말하는 거죠? 도시에 있는 날개나 고객들?
I deploy myself as the negotiator. Which one of you's in charge? Boom. Alright, problem solved. They don't function without their leader. Fifth Element's a good movie, by the way. If you haven't watched it, watch it.
도시에 아니 우리가 들어갈 수나 있나요?
저 덩어리도 노움인 거야? 노움들이 말하는 걸 들었네만 이곳의 대장은 노움이 아니라 수염 거인이라 부른다고 했어.
거인은 또 뭐야? 아, 진짜 별게 다 있구만.
단테, 저건 환상체는 아닌 거야?
No, that's not an abnormality or a distortion. I'd say it's closer to the whale.
당신들도 선물을 받고 싶은 건가요? 이미 모든 걸 다 가져놓고.
He's Santata, that's what he is. Says right there. He's also a gift factory.
외곽에 사는 우리 이웃들은 그날 손꼽아 기다린답니다.
Hey,
인간으로
Draga.
만들어진 선물을 받고 기쁨과 위안을 느낄 수 있는 유일한 날이니까요.
Thank you for the well wishes. Hope you're doing alright, by the way.
인간으로 장난감을 만들어서 인간에게 징후를 가진 자들에게 선물하는 것인가?
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit late. I'll be wrapping up the stream soon myself.
순수한 선의만으로.
Ah, yep, still trying to fix your sleep schedule, huh?
인간들에게 그런 내려지고 쫓겨난 모든 것들이 몸을 맞대어 부둥켜 사는 이곳에서 무한한 징후를 담아 언제나 정성스럽게 포장하고 있답니다. 허허허.
협상 결렬이라는 말을 길게도 하는군.
차라리 누군가에게 기쁨이 될 수 있는 선물이 되는 편이 어떠십니까?
I don't want to be a gift. Alright. That was the post battle. Alright. Well, let's go fight Santata, shall we? Okay, is this the team that we want?
아, 이번 의뢰는 몇 발이나 들고 가야 하냐?
Let's go with full stock, but isn't so good. And
전가요?
like a non-chain battle. And if I recall right, this one's like 4 waves. He's gonna run out of ammo, isn't he?
아, 이번 의뢰는 몇 발이나 들고 가야 하냐?
You know what? It's fine. Do it.
총은 수지 타산에 맞게 한 발에 한 놈씩.
어떤 상황이 닥쳐와도 포기한 이건 못하겠습니다. 너무 유치하잖아요. 엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
Roll down. Alright.
그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
타겟 포착. 1시간.
끝내지.
Should be good. Alright.
골치 아픈
Wave
것들이 고기 조각이 되었군요. 다트. 나쁘지 않은 성과입니다.
Do that. Do that. You do. You do that. You do that. There we go.
흑승류, 뜀박질춤.
Oh crap. Damn it. Roll better.
흐드러졌구나.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
헤어내리. 숨통 끊기.
차 포장.
Like I got slaughtered.
예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나. 제압
Well
완료.
crushed.
1타 2피 맞지? 하룬 수담해줄게.
저기는 땅에 떨어졌네. 이제 우리를 누가 막겠는가?
There we go. Now
타깃 포착.
work out better on our end. Alright. Yep. Time for the big Santa. Those are his abilities over here. He sort of gains like poison stuff. I believe he gets like a shield or something. I don't know. He shall not be a problem. That. Yes, he puts big bullet. That needs to hurry up and come out. Freaking 4 stacks already, so. That was lucky. There's no DC Comics Santa Claus. I'm not familiar with DC Comics Santa, admittedly. Oh, here we go. This'll explode and good. So let's see how much damage that does. Oh, we have the extra speed for that, so 200 there. And I'm guessing a fair bit more here, especially with the stagger. There we go. That's what we were waiting for.
엄청나게 강한 일격을.
Opened him up good there.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수 있을 줄 알았냐? 저놈들 무기까지 줘서
Bypasses the
철수하자고.
defense of Apocalypse every year to give Darkseid a piece of coal. Well done. So, gift-giving giant post-battle. Here we go.
인간은 제가 반드시
Santaka's gut suddenly began to expand.
너희 전부 고막아라.
Suddenly, a large figure leaped out of the dark and slammed what looked like a stake into Santaka's gut.
이런 냄새는 처음 났어.
정신이...
쓰레기가 붙는 듯한 향이구려.
Some sinners dropped to the floor, while the others gagged profusely. Clearly, it was a rather painful experience for all.
유독성이 있는 가스는 아닌 것 같습니다. 단지 극한의 불쾌감을 불러일으키는 냄새가 날 뿐.
북쪽의 거인을 쓰러뜨렸지만 처리 방법도 모르는 걸 보니 도시에서 온 사냥꾼들인가?
Definitely looks like a classic trapper sort of fellow here, with a rug there. Yeah, Draga, we were wondering where Malkuth found me, and we found out that that you're the common link.
처리 방법?
북쪽의 거인은 죽기 직전 몸에 가스를 가득 채운 후에 터뜨리면서 산성 폭발을 일으키어.
That doesn't sound too nice. The man who staked Santata's gut explained as he approached us.
이 가스가 산성 체계로 변하기 전에 배에 구멍을 뚫어 가스를 빼내야 하는 거지. 연쇄 반응이라도 일으키면 뒤처리가 곤란해지거든.
Alright. And the journey's end. There we go. We get to actually finish this.
이거 냄새 더럽게 안 빠지네. 저건 또 누구야?
도미노 아저씨!
Crayon, who'd been holding her breath with her fingers over her nostrils, ran up to the large man and hugged him.
너라도 무사했구나, 크레용. 다행이다.
After stumbling for a moment, due to the stench, most likely, Otis briefly gasped for air before approaching Domino.
어이, 신원을 밝혀라.
구름 마을의 괴물 사냥꾼 도미노요. 이제 구름 마을에는 나와 크레용만 남았으니 더 이상 마을이라 부를 수도 없겠군. 안심하시오. 자네들을 해칠 생각은 추호도 없으니.
아까 꼬마가 말했던 그 사냥꾼인가?
What was the other hunters then? You said there were like multiple hunters, not just Domino, right? Otis relaxed upon Domino's confirmation. He leaned on a wall and looked at the floor in relief.
원래 이 시기에는 이놈들이 우리 마을로 오지 않고 북쪽의 다른 마을로 갔을 터. 그래서 돕기 위해 떠난 것이었다만 이번엔 방식을 바꿨던 모양이군. 돌아와 보니 이미 마을은 습격당했지. 젠장! 크리스마스 전 준비 기간을 항상 맞추던 놈들이라 다른 괴물보다 피하기 쉬웠는데.
Well, heard of Christmas in July? It's like that except June, right?
이런 일이 빈번한 것인가?
도시는 몰라도 외곽은 늘 이 모양이요. 지옥같이 괴물 천지인 이곳에서 사람이 살아간다는 것 자체가 기적일 테고.
이런 선물 같지도 않은 것들을 만드는 곳도 많은 건가요?
이곳과 비슷한 걸 본 적은 없지만 하나는 확실히 말할 수 있지. 외곽에서의 다른 일들에 비하면 그저 귀여운 수준에 지나지 않는다고. 도시였다면 이런 지옥보다는 나은 삶을 살 수 있지 않았을까? 제법 생각하곤 하지.
And as bad as it gets out here, I can't guarantee that it's better in the city. It was no easy contemplation to answer. Outskirts must be a hellish place to live, if what he's told me is anything to go by. But the city they admire so much, in such a warm place itself. From what I've seen in my journey so far, at least.
그러다면 함께 도시로 가는 것은 어떤가? 우리는 어차피
I did enjoy Dark Side while I was playing that. Don Quixote stopped herself, realizing that every other sinner was giving her a look of disapproval.
말은 고맙군. 하지만 그렇게 간단한 말 한마디로 이 아이라도 도시로 데려갈 수만 있다면 참 좋겠는데 말이지. 도시는 결코 이 아이에게 작은 귀퉁이 하나도 내주지 않을 거야.
도시의 벽을 넘더라도 여러분들이 꿈꾸는 삶을 누리기까지 필요한 준비 서류와 절차만 해도 수십 가지일 것입니다.
Only we lived in a world without borders. Reduce things down to zero.
서류라. 우리가 지금 와서 갖출 수 있는 서류가 어디 있기나 하겠나? 다른 마을의 청년들처럼 도시에서 일자리를 얻기 위해 공부를 해온 것도 아니고.
아저씨...
There was an uncomfortable silence. Domino cleared his throat and continued.
그래도 감사를 표하지. 덕분에 이 아이 하나라도 구할 수 있었어.
제일 좋은 감사 방법이 있긴 한데 반짝거리고 짤랑 소리가 나는.
And would he even use the same currency as us? Rodion's eyes were twinkling. The lingering stench made it difficult for her to speak, but she was determined to make her point.
반짝거리고 짤랑. 집에 모아놓은 골동품들을 구경시켜 줄 수는 있는데 외곽 열차길에서 수집해온 진귀한 것들이니 도시에서도 아마 흔히 볼 수 있는 건 아닐 거요.
외곽의 수집품이라면 확실히 돈보다 더 가치 있는 구경이 될 수도 있겠네요.
That does sound like a good reward, certainly. Faust? There's still a decent chance that the door we entered through might just shut behind us, right?
그렇습니다. 지금도 열려 있을지 불확실하죠. 제일 중요한 목표였던 두 수감자를 회수했으니 신속히 돌아가는 걸 권하고 싶네요.
I've played both Helldivers and Darktide before. I quite enjoy them. I don't tend to play a lot of multiplayer games, however. So both of them have sadly been deleted from my computer in order to make space for other things. But yeah, I think they're great games. So she says.
관리자님, 제가 감히 의견을 내자면 대호수가 아니더라도 외곽은 외곽. 단지 호기심풀이를 하기 위해 있기는 너무 위험한 곳입니다.
Yeah, you're sadly right.
급히 돌아가야만 하는 모양이군. 자, 이거라도 가져가시오.
Domino tossed a carved wooden doll in my direction.
위험한 것은 아닌 모양입니다. 우선 퇴각이 급하니 자세한 것은 가서 확인해 보죠.
Yeah, good idea. Outskirts sounds like a post-apocalyptic world. Currency doesn't seem like... yeah. We don't know the most about the outskirts in this universe, but we do know that the city is basically the only, hub of civilization. Anything outside the walls of a city is considered the outskirts, and even beyond that, further than the outskirts, is the ruins, which are even more dangerous, apparently. So, it absolutely sounds like a post-apocalyptic world, outside the borders of the city. Not that the city is very nice itself, mind you, but yeah. Some sinners had passed out and had to be carried by others. Most could not stop gagging at the stench, but we still made our way back to the door. The city is very wild.
아직 열려 있어.
We made it back to the safety of Mephistopheles. Sometime later.
구린 냄새. 카론 대피.
Charon quickly made her escape to the decks. Uh-oh. And Vigilius greeted us in the cabins with a terrifying gaze.
다들 아주 대단한 모험을 하고 온 모양이군. 피와 살점을 뒤집어 쓰고 지독한 냄새까지 붙여온 모양새라.
Oh, this is...
관리자. 어차피 나는 네 목소리가 들리지도 않으니 끄덕거리든 목을 좌우로 젓든 내 말에 대답만 했으면 좋겠어. 물론 내가 원하는 방향이어야겠지만.
I really like this universe as well, absolutely. Dante.
묻고 싶은 건 단 한 가지다. 당신의 판단이었나?
I hesitated for a moment before nodding affirmatively. Might get reprimanded, or maybe he has worse things in mind for me. But it was I who decided to go along with their plan. This would not have happened without my authorization. Explore the outskirts instead of doing your mirror dungeon dailies.
아, 좋아. 그렇다면 지리는 끝입니다.
Anyway, my mirror dungeon dailies are more like mirror dungeon weeklies. I also love the way that he says Dante. Huh?
이 소라는 알아서 해결하고 휴식하도록 하시죠. 코가 썩어서 떨어질 것 같은 이 냄새도 환기하고. 그럼.
With that, Vigilius disappeared into the back door once again. Huh. Unexpected. Thought my time had finally come.
잘된 건 아니겠는가? 면담이라는 건 맞지 않는 쪽이 항상 좋네.
Quite right, Don.
그보다 모두 이것을 보게다.
I don't know when she had the time to pick it up in all that chaos, but Don Quixote managed to haul a huge sack of gifts back to Mephistopheles. Don, you do realize that these gifts are made of people, right?
그 난장판 속에서 또 뭘 집어온 거야? 그 못된 놈들이 전선으로 꾸며놓았던 장식들 말이오. 죄다 잡아 뜯어왔네.
그 집념 대단해.
What's all that for? Yeah, Miss Christmas indeed, Nova. Just got all the way to the end of it, which was good. Managed to get that done in a single stream, which was nice. Oh, and thank you very much for following. Welcome to the Fox Shrine. I hope you enjoy your stay. And yeah, I do like that that Vigilius does have some kindness there too.
몰라서 묻는 것인가? 크리스마스 데코레이션이지.
I love when Don speaks in English as well. Apparently that was something that the voice actress herself sort of threw in, and they're sort of going with it. That I think is awesome.
벌써요? 아직 크리스마스는 3개월은 넘게 남았는데.
Oh, more than that, Sinclair.
괜히 누군가의 상처를 들쑤셔서 사기를 꺾는 행위는.
아, 괜찮아요. 괜찮아지고 있어요. 조금씩.
다들 성장하는 법이니까요.
훌륭하오. 그런 의미에서 오늘은 우리 모두 미리미리 파리를 즐겨보는 것이 어떤가?
그런 걸 하려고 거기까지 간 건 아니겠죠?
단테의 설명대로라면 이 소란의 핵심은 히스클리프 씨의 의복을 얻기 위한 것으로 파악됩니다만.
has been silently brooding in his seat with his face buried in his palms. Out of shame, most likely.
그것도 맞지만 찾으려 했던 복장이 그 괴물 거인에게 있었으니 사이즈도 안 맞을 것 같고.
됐어. 어차피 내가 생각했던 종류의 옷은 아니었다고.
히스, 그러니까 육지에 가면 우리가 다 골라주고 해준다니까.
옷도 옷인데 그 뭐냐?
지나쳐온 헤어 쿠폰을 발행한 항구선을 말하는 것인가? 경로가 달라. 그건 사용할 수 있는 조건이 갖춰질 수 없었다.
All that effort stealing those coupons for nothing.
머리는 제가 만져드릴게요. 누나나 동생들 머리를 해준 적이 많거든요.
여기에 얼마나 더 떠 있을 줄 알고. 그리고 난 애초에 뭐가 좋고 나쁜지도 모른단 말이야. 일단 시행착오를 겪고 수틀렸을 때 조금이라도 나은 방법을 찾아보려 했지.
Look, you got Roger and Honglu right here for you. I'll sort you out.
애초에 대체 뭘 받은 건데 이렇게 불안해하는 거야?
될 대로 되라지.
After a deep, heavy sigh, Heathcliff produced a letter?
그 전달받은 물건이라는 게 이거야?
아, 이 편지 봉투 저희도 썼던 적이 있어요. 굉장히 고급스러운 종이로 만드는 유통도 얼마 안 되는 종류였는데.
읽어봐도 되는 거야? 히스?
그래, 뭐 대단한 것이 있는 것도 아니고.
그럼 단테가 읽자. 대표니까.
Sure. Roger handed me the letter. It was written in a beautiful series of cursive handwriting, drawn to an almost calligraphic perfection. I began reading. From Wuthering Heights, we cordially extend you, honored guest, an invitation to the blank. What's this here? Somebody colored over this part of the letter. Well, I'll keep reading. Venue, Wuthering Heights, E Corp Net. Should you accept our invitation, please convene at the designated location by 4 in the afternoon on the 24th with this letter on your person. Please, honor the occasion with your presence. With great respect, Nellie. Oh, and down here's a postscript. A little different handwriting from the rest of the letter. P.S. You have to be here, Keith. I'll be waiting. Kathy. We had no way to tell what kind of occasion it was on account of it being colored over, but clearly the rest of the letter's contents had stoked the fire of passion in Heathcliff's heart once again.
그러니까
캐시라는 사람한테 잘 보여야 하니까 꽃단장을 해야 한다 그거지?
Heathcliff getting teased.
그것도 없지는 않은데 그거 말고.
조용. 기다리기 힘들어하는 이유는 확실히 알아들었어. 히스?
뭐야? 왜 그딴 눈가를 하고 다가오는 거야? 야!
복루 선생, 헤어스타일링은 맡길게요.
선생이라고 불릴 정도는 아니지만요.
야 잠깐! 어디로 끌고 가는 거야? 아니 뭔 힘이?
Time for a makeover, Heathcliff.
로자 씨 손님이 꽤 세시더라고요. 빠져나오긴 힘들걸요.
The two sinners, practically hauling Heathcliff by his arms, disappeared into the back door. Now, Heathcliff's fate was sealed. The mannequin were now motivated and unbearably bored Roger's various experimentations.
이 장식을 여기에 걸어 놓으면
Silent night. Don Quixote began humming a song, a carol, perhaps, as she placed the various trinkets around the bus. I decided to go out to the deck for some air. Stinky in here. I leaned on the railing and dug through my pocket. The wooden doll domino the hunter gave me just as we hurriedly left. I held it and felt its texture under my fingers. My eyes looked into the distance, towards where the outskirts lie. I thought for a moment about the gnome, giant, the things Domino told me. I suppose there are people with stories in the outskirts too. Stories different from those of the city. Faust approached me from behind and stood next to me. I wasn't sure how much of what I said she heard.
별을 하나씩 따라가다 보면 언젠가 알게 될 겁니다, 단테. 그러니 우선은 지금 눈앞에 있는 별을 쫓으면 되겠죠.
Yeah. Have to focus on the stories of the city for now. I don't even know who I really am after all. At least they're all having fun now. Joyous laughter and frustrated howls echoed out of the cabin. They must have finished dressing up Heathcliff. Why don't we go take a look at how Heathcliff is doing, Faust?
거절하기 어려운 제안이네요.
That little smile of hers. The added color to the bus's interior warmed my heart a little. Alright. Now, normally I would wrap up my stream here, but we do have these two mini episodes here. Now, I wouldn't, because I've already done Yield My Flesh to Claim Their Bones on stream, I don't really have any other time to do these, conveniently at least, to get things chronological. So I'm going to do them now, alright? So I'm going to go a little bit over time, okay? And we've got a little combat over here. So, hey, it's Falco. Let's go check things out, shall we? Got 5 people deploying. This looks good to me.
어머, 부탁드려요.
And hey, we got Fight out here.
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지? 잠시만, 볼륨 좀 확인해 볼게. 대답 소리가 잘 들리지 않아서. 개체들의 체력이 많이 깎여나갔어. 괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 이 기세로 계속 나아가 보자.
I think when this one originally came out, it was sort of expected to
방금
kill
공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속 해보면
kill
좋을
everyone all
텐데.
at once or something like that.
태연애리.
아직 죽은 불쌍하게 울부짖는 거. 불쌍하게 울부짖는 거.
한 점만 노린다.
Go.
방금 했던 공격은 매우 효과적이었어. 하지만 아직 부족해. 다음 공격은 더 잘할 수 있도록.
On suppressing people.
탈출 개체 확인.
숨통 끊기.
가시 없고
That's annoying.
불쌍하게 울부짖는
우리 쪽에 유리한 환경이 되었네. 잘 됐다.
Go do that real quick, please.
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통에 작살났다고.
I like that we get the original Bloodsport music for this as well.
와, 방금 너무 근사한 일격이었는데? 관리자님에게
I
우수한
don't
평가를
actually,
받을 수 있겠어.
I don't actually have the Malkuth announcer yet, unfortunately. Maybe one day.
아까의 공격으로 인해서 대상에게 많은 피해를 입혔어. 적들이 충분히 나약해졌다는 거지. 끝을 내도 될 것 같아.
서적해서.
아직 죽지 마라.
승리를 위해서라면 끝내지.
마침표.
Really quite nice that they got the shot here, considering Library of Ruiner obviously didn't have the ordeals in it. Yes, we missed 4 of them, but it genuinely doesn't matter for this part of the game. It would have mattered for the event, but
그림자가 그들을 덮었습니다. 청소부가 다녀가고 날이
we could have
밝으면
tried harder,
죽은
but
자의 흔적을
just wanted
찾으려는
to just
자들이
demonstrate
와도
it.
아무것도 알 수 없을 것입니다.
And yep, so back to the
빛이
bus.
들면 그림자는
I'll do
거두어지므로
this one now.
위험. 땅이 가까워지고 있어.
Charon, who had been quietly holding the helm for a while, suddenly spoke up. As if on cue, everyone in the cabin suddenly jumped up from their seats. The crew's joy at the end of this long journey was palpable.
드디어 끝난 거야?
눈물이 날 것만 같구려.
이제 어디 놀러 간다고 할 때 배 같은 건 무조건 배제해야겠어. 평생 칼만큼 탔으니.
Some sinners began to visibly relax with the realization that the long lake voyage had finally come to an end. Others rushed to the windows as if they were expecting anything to have changed while we were away from the shores.
얼마나 오래 있었다고 이러는 건지. 저 때는요. 일단 배에 오르면 3년은
그 얘기 호수에 떠 있는 동안 수십 번을 들은 것 같으니까 그만 좀 하자.
과하긴 했다 이스마일. 많아도 3번 꺼내는 정도가 나았을 것이다.
할 얘기가 없다고 하니까 꺼냈던 것뿐인데요.
Also, Roger complaining about that, certainly. Just as we were exchanging a few meaningless jabs at each other. That was a bit loud. Mephistopheles suddenly jerked violently, as though something had exploded. Of course, we were all promptly thrown about the bus boat like rag dolls. Is everyone okay?
이놈의 버스. 어떻게 한 번에 부드럽게 멈추는 법이 없냐? 어? 버스?
Ethan was right. I took a quick look around and realized that the cabins had transformed back to the shape of the bus that we'd grown so used to.
카론, 변신 버튼 눌렀어. 찰칵.
Oh no, Charon's in 2 places at once!
깜빡이 좀 켜고 하라니까. 좀!
카론, 제발.
버스배는 깜빡이 없어. 어쩔 수 없는 거야, 벌레 양반.
Poor Gregor. That's what you get for calling her bus girly. I thought there was going to be some complicated procedure to transform her back to a bus. I guess it just happens with the click of a button, huh?
저는 다시 공방이나 보트 센터에 들러야 할 줄 알았는데요.
메피스토펠레스는 한번 각인된 성질은 계속 기억할 수 있는 기능을 갖추고 있습니다.
That's convenient.
일단 그 형상을 갖췄었다면 다른 형상으로 바로 변할 수도, 다시 돌아갈 수도 있죠.
그런 거군요.
아무튼 그렇게 원하던 육지까지 잘 도착해서 다행이네요. 히스클리프 씨.
Heathcliff's face lit up for a brief second, before a vortex of complicated feelings overcame him.
그렇단 건... 야, 띠띠빵빵. 여기가 T사인 거냐?
Seatbelts, everyone! Heathcliff was talking to Charon, but she did not reply. Maybe it was because he didn't call her by her name, or maybe it was that she didn't really know where we were either. She always drives wherever her whims take her, after all. Yeah, she only knows two directions. The front of the bus and the back of the bus. She doesn't know anything else.
회색빛이 도는 것이 색을 앗아가는 그곳과 담기는 횟수만 조금 다르긴 하구려.
그렇나? 이런 색감은 아니었던 것 같기도 하고.
T4, District 20. I've never been there myself, but I've tangentially experienced it via Isan's Fathoms of Ego. Yeah, the place was supposed to take our colors away, wasn't it?
여유를 가져라, 히스클리프. 여긴 아직 뒷골목일 뿐이지 않나. 그저 내가 오랜 시간 몸을 담았던 곳에 초입일 뿐이지.
Virgilius. We had no reason to provoke him like that.
둥지로 바로 진입하지 않고 뒷골목을 통해 가는 이유라도 있나요?
Huh. You're right. How are we going through the back streets anyway?
나도 궁금하군. 뒷골목의 도로를 통하는 건 우회 경로가 많고 시간과 위험 요소 모두를 늘리는 방법일 텐데.
둥지에서 둥지로 직접 넘어가는 허가가 뒷골목을 통하는 것보다 심사 조건이 월등히 편하기도 하다.
Ishmael's questions to Virgilius had opened a whole new floodgate of questions from other sinners.
뭐 다들 그새 질문이 많아졌군. 내가 친절한 방법으로 설명하지 않는다는 건 바뀌지 않았을 텐데 말이지.
Thanks, Virgilius.
방향에 대해 의문이 생겼다면 묻는 것이 맞지 않나요?
Some guide you are, right?
길잡이의 일은 방향을 가르쳐주는 것일 텐데. 설마 T사에 직접 출입 허가를 받지 못한 건가요? 림버스 컴퍼니식이나 되는 회사가? 아무리 신생 회사라고는 해도 뒷배가 든든한 회사 아니었나요?
물론 대부분의 둥지에 대한 출입 허가는 받을 수 있습니다.
그럼
회사의 뜻이다.
Virgilius silenced the entire hubbub on the bus with a short but low growl.
길잡이의 일은 회사에게 부탁받은 목적지까지 진행하는 방법을 조율하는 것이다. 이 경로를 택한 것도 그 뜻에 따른 결과일 뿐이니 적당히 닥쳐줬으면 좋겠어.
Perhaps the commotion was getting to him. I could tell that Virgilius was rubbing his ear out of frustration.
그런 거면.
While doubt was still apparent on Ishmael's face, she nodded affirmatively. He was acknowledging that there was little we could do about the order from the company itself. Alarms?
저 경보. 사실 뭐 우리 하는 얘기를 듣고 있는 거 아니야? 무슨 타이밍이 이렇게 좋아?
It definitely surprised me a bit there as well, Drago. Yep, yep.
그럴 리는 없을 것 같네요. 단테,
Like always, Faust looked into the bus terminal before giving me a look that I've come to recognize. Yep. Another volatility to take care of, huh?
네, 그렇습니다.
또야? 얼마 전에도 뒷문에 변화가 생겼다면서 왔다 갔다 했잖아.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
알 것 같아. 저번엔 거울 던전, 채광 던전도 변했었고. 아니 그럼 슬슬 남은 게
그레고르 씨의 추리력이 나날이 늘어나는 것을 파우스트는 긍정적으로 여깁니다.
굴절철도냐?
The bus soon fills with the sinner's exasperated sighs.
젠장, 또 개 같은 지하철이야.
아, 거긴 갈 때마다 피곤해지는데.
Yeah, I hear you there, Roger.
저번엔 2호선이라고 했으니까 이젠 3호선인 건가요?
그럴 확률이 높죠. 직접 가보기 전까지는 확정할 수 없지만. 단테,
I know. Going through the refraction railways takes a lot out of me too. So far, each refraction railway has had new and different patterns. Enemies we faced in there are all much more powerful than any other enemies we've faced before. But it's also true that I see a noticeable improvement in most sinners' combat prowess once we've had a run through the railway. I mentioned the copious amounts of rewards. I don't remember exactly when it was. Faust once took the time to explain the railway's abnormalities to me. But the abnormalities we battle in the railways are probably not the same ones that exist in the world that we live in. So, it's not like we'll be able to capture them and bring them back. But they're perfect for practice just in case we run into their real versions. The railway's not so much for grinding, that's more this game's version of challenge missions. High difficulty content with big rewards for completion. Well, whichever is the case, going through the railway will be a net positive for us. So, let's get going then. Took a quick glance at the sinners, and open the door, the back door. There we go. Alright. So I believe that's everything for now. Yep. So I have streamed Yield My Flesh to Claim Their Bones when that one came out for the event. So that means next time we stream Limbus Company, we'll be going risk levels and classifications, another mini episode, and then moving on to the heartbreaking. So yeah, it should be some fun all around. Alright. But that won't be for a while, unfortunately, because we'll be going back to our normal stream schedules. So, yeah, that'll be something to look forward to as well. Now, as for what my stream schedule is going to be looking like next week, I haven't fully decided yet. There is a vote going on my Discord. Like, I've got my inclinations. It's not necessarily going to be following what people are voting for, though I am taking that into account. Quite likely, like, I personally feel like I want to play Of the Devil. So we might do that, and I don't think that's too long. So after that, I might do the 100 Line The Last Defense Academy, which is the one that is currently winning. So But then again, the new AI, the Somnium Files game is due to come out reasonably soon as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens anyway. All right. So no streams this weekend. Hopefully, I'll be able to get up a schedule for everyone on like end of Sunday or so, possibly Monday. So look forward to that. All right. Now, let's go and raid somebody, shall we? Let's see. Who is streaming what at the moment? Who shall we go say hello to? Let's see. I think. Let's go and raid. Let's go and raid Bear today. On this Bear. Go. And Bear is playing some SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. The Gundam Wing story for that. So yeah, we'll go there and go say hello, shall we? Thank you very much everyone for tuning in, and I hope to see you all next time. Okay? See ya!